Presto. Another Gruber masterpiece. Okay, next.
Okay, your $5 is paid, but don't try to date any of the scenery.
All right, boy, let's have a big smile. Watch the birdie. I said the birdie.
Hey, Gruber, Skipper said to get his gig ready. Captain Binghamton wants to see his main side.
Sure, Mr. Parker, in a minute. Now say cheese. I said say cheese. You look more like you're smelling it.
Hey, Gruber, the skipper...
Hold it. Okay.
Hey, Gruber, the skipper
Do you mind turning just a little bit to the left? And hold it.
Hey, Gruber, look, I'm a commissioned officer, and you're an enlisted man. And...
Well, you got a pretty good thing going for you, Mr. Parker. What are you complaining about? You mind moving over just a bit? You're in my light. You're in my light, Skipper.
Skipper.
Weren't you told to get my gig ready?
Sure, Skipper, but I got customers waiting. And after all, isn't this what we're fighting for? Free speech, free enterprise?
All right, then suppose we really make it free. Suppose you give these guys back all their money.
Cut! Okay, boys, what are you standing around for? There's a war going on. Hey, Pink, hold the little moneymaker. One gig coming up, sir.
You want to see me?
Not if I can help it, McHale, but it seems I can never help it. Photographer's mate Sweeney. This is Commander McHale. This is Ensign Parker.
Hiya, Sweeney.
How do you do, sir?
Hi, nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Oh, good to meet you, too.
All right. So, you know, you'll be serving tea and cookies. Sweeney here is on a top priority mission from the Pentagon. It seems that there are some VIPs there that are questioning the value of PT boats to the war effort.
What?
Yes. The admiral wants to show them how wrong they are by sending back some film of our PT boats in action.
Well, if it's action they want, Captain, action they'll get. Yes, sir. You're in luck, son. My crew is a bunch of bloomin' matinee idols.
Right, I've had a lot of experience acting in college. Be right up my alley. What's the name of that player had the lead in it?
Well, Lady Windermere.
Never mind, Lady Windermere. Now, McHale, this mission could mean another stripe for me, so you'd better not foul it up now. Do you read me?
Like a book, sir.
Well, don't miss the fine print. Fortunately, all you have to do is cooperate with Sweeney here. Sweeney is an expert combat photographer. I've got his file right here in front of me. He personally filmed the Battle of Topanga.
Very good.
And You forgot to put the film in your camera?
Sir, there was so much noise, and the people were pushing and shoving.
Pushing and shoving?
Well, that could happen. Boy, I've seen a lot of guys get excited and they...
Shut up! Shoving. He also shot the beachhead assault at Tubagi with your lens cap still on?
Well, sir, I can explain that. You see, it was raining, and I thought that the rain...
Gosh, he's got a worse service record than I do.
Knock that off. One nitwit isn't enough. Now I've got twins. Oh, somebody up there's got to hate me.
I can have a few down here.
You're mumbling. Stop mumbling when I'm talking. You're mumbling.
Yes, sir.
Now, you listen to me, sailor, and you listen to me. Good. You may be a combat photographer now, but if you foul up this mission, I'm going to have you shooting pictures underwater in 6 feet of cement.
Listen.
All right. Now, McHale, you and Sweeney and the rest of your pirates are on standby alert. You will move out just as soon as intelligence reports any enemy activity in this area. Is that clear?
You heard the man. Yes, sir. Come on, boys, let's go. Bye-bye, Captain. Bye.
Sir, you don't have to worry. I'll get your pictures for you.
Sweeney.
Sir?
Didn't you forget something?
Oh, yes, sir.
I'll send somebody in, sir.
Hey, come here, you guys.
Hey, Willie. Hey, fellas, this is Sweeney. He's gonna take movies of us in action.
Hey, movies, I'm gonna be in a movie.
Hey, look at me. I'm a movie star.
Fellas, I'm sorry. You don't understand. I'm not allowed to take any personal photographs. It's just action shots.
Well, action, I'll give you another action. What are you talking about? I'm prettier than you are. Listen to him, huh? Our crew, the actors. Come on, you guys. Sweeney's got enough problems without you slobs driving him batty. Give him a hand unloading that mobile lab unit of his and set it up over there pronto. You hear?
Let's go, man. Let's move it. Let's move it.
Don't forget, Sonny.
Listen to those guys talk.
What's the matter? Don't you want to be in the movies?
Are you kidding? Did Daryl Zanuck? Did L.B. Mayer? Nah. They were smart. They knew the big money was in making movies. Boy, what Gruber's photo service couldn't do with that little baby.
Oh, please. Nobody's supposed to handle this but me. It's Navy property. Boy, if something ever happened to this, would I catch it?
Well, what could happen? All I want to do is look at it.
Son, the last man that Gruber said that to was a radio operator who now has to yell out his messages.
Gosh, it sure is nice of you guys to help me unpack. Especially after I wouldn't let you handle the camera.
Ah, think nothing of it, Sweeney. We're not ones for carrying grudges. In fact, to prove it, Tinker here is going to take you on a personally conducted, all-day, deluxe tour of the whole island.
You'll see all the sights, including lovely native girls swimming in Lily Pond.
And nothing much else.
I'd sure love to go. But what about the mission? Suppose we have to scramble and I'm not here. That Captain Binghamton...
Ah, don't you worry about a thing. Look, in case of an alert, I'll send up a flare. Hey, you guys better shove off. It's almost the hour of the bath.
Well, if you're sure you'll get me back on time.
Would I lie to you?
Oh, I gotta find a safe place to put the camera.
Just leave it to old Gruber. Voila! Your own personal safe deposit box.
Well, I'm gonna put the film in there, too.
Sure, sure.
Now you know where everything is. Safe and sound.
All right, you guys better get going. You got a big day ahead of you. Have fun and don't hurry back. Any time during the war will be okay. What a brain, what a brain. Gruber, you're a genius. How do you work this thing? Okay, next.
Hey, I ain't through yet.
What do you want for $10 a double feature? Come on, I got people waiting.
We're doing great, but I don't get it. How are we going to get this stuff developed?
Simple. All we got to do is put it in with Sweeney's combat stuff.
Roll 'em. Knock it off, Rube. Sweeney's coming back.
Interruptions. Okay, guys, that's all for today. Same time tomorrow. Look, stall Sweeney. Give me a chance to stash the camera in the film, will you? Boy, I wonder if Cecil B. DeMille got to start this way. Well, back on the tour already? How was it, Sweeney?
Well, not so good. We waited at that lagoon for about 3 hours and not a girl showed up.
Oh, I should have remembered. What's today? Friday. The girls come tomorrow.
Battle station, man the boat.
Oh, boy, you're in luck. We're going out, Sweeney.
Yeah, in luck. Japanese patrol boat's making a raid on Magola. Get your lights and camera, boy. We got the action.
No, boy, my big movie break.
Stardom, here we come.
Hey, who stole my hair, Sonic?
Hey, Sweeney, you think I photograph better in my blues or my whites?
Hey, why don't you wear something red? It'll match your eyeballs.
Hey, come on, you guys, on a double. What's holding you up?
Well, haven't you heard? It's our big movie debut. Give me the mirror, Bert.
Hey, yeah. Say, listen to me. Get a chance. Can you get a shot of me in battle? Mom will get a kick out of it.
How can I get the camera? I can't find the key.
Hey, you guys waiting for an engraved invitation from the Nips? Come on, let's go. Sweeney, grab your camera. Let's go.
Come on, Sweeney.
The key! I can't find the key!
termites.
There she is. The nip PT boat. Looks like she's gonna make a run for it. Battle stations! Take her, give me everything you got, boy.
Hey, you better get your camera ready. And don't forget, my right side's my best side. No, it's my left side.
All right, we'll head her off. Come to 240. Chuck!
Oh, yeah.
240! Gosh, thanks, Mr. Parker. If I goof this mission, I'm a goner.
Well, you better get yourself organized, boy. Those Tokyo Joes out there aren't gonna stop and pose for you.
Yes, sir. Just as soon as I get my light reading. And if you could, would you please stay out from under the clouds? Then I have to change my exposure.
Sure. In fact, I'll even radio instructions to the Japanese.
Gosh, would you?
Hey, Willie, stand by the radio. Oh, come on! I'll stand by the fire.
Well, you got your camera loaded?
I wish I was.
Don't worry, going into battle's nothing to worry about. All you gotta do is remember they wait.
Fire! Please go, Chuck. Chuck! Come on, over here. Sweetie, get up, kid. Start shooting. Come on, boy.
I still don't have my light reading.
Well, come on, shoot anyway. Come on. Here, come on. Get up in there, boy. Go! Go, man! Come on, get it going! Stay slow, Chuck.
Hey, Sweetie, baby. Over here.
Hey, sweetie, look at me. How about me from Tennessee?
Come on.
No, Sweetie!
Come on, you blockheads. Knock it off. Sweetie's got enough to handle. Chuck!
Sorry, Skipper, just want to get a picture for Mom.
Yeah, well, that's where the nips are, out there.
Oh, yes, sir.
Over there. Come on, boys, let them have it. Don't get it. Come on, let's go, you matinee idols.
We got him, Skip! We got him!
Nice going, guys. Hey, bingo!
He's going down. Hey, they're taking to the life raft.
Come on, Chuck. Let's go and pick up those bonsai bathing beauties. Well, boy, we did it.
Yeah, we did it.
Hey, you want to get a picture of me turning a wheel?
Oh, I tell you, this is great. This is just great. And you say Sweeney's got pictures of the whole thing, huh?
Didn't miss a thing, sir. That boy's a wonder.
Oh, this is wonderful. Just wonderful. Imagine pictures of my boys sinking a Japanese boat, the whole thing right there on film for the Pentagon to see. McHale, Parker, I could kiss you for this.
Couldn't we just shake hands, sir?
Shake hands. Shake hands. Oh, not even you can make me mad today, Parker. Not with the type of... What is it? Why?
Well, I have the admiral on the phone for you, sir.
Why don't you say so instead of sneaking up behind me like that? Get out of here. Man is a sneak.
Oh, yes. How are you, sir? There's another sneak. No, yes, sir. What is it? Oh, yes. Yes, sir. We've got your combat pictures for you. Oh, and where do you see them? Pictures of my boys sinking a Japanese PT boat. Uh-huh. Oh, I tell you, Admiral, if I have to say so myself, they're something to see. I mean, they are really something to see. Oh, I just meant to say, when will the pictures be ready? When?
Sweeney's in the Mobile lab processing them right now, sir. You can have them just as soon as they're dry.
Oh, well, don't just stand there. Go and do something. Go blow on them. Blow.
Yes.
Admiral, you can see the pictures in about 2 hours, Admiral. Oh, they're worth waiting for. I mean, they're the best. They're really the best.
I hope you got my best side. Hi, Christy.
I
hope you got my best side.
Come on, you pilot. Hold it, you pilot, so you can see the picture.
Hey, there it is, boy.
That's the way. Oh, Mr. Parker. Hey, how about that, guys?
What is all this?
Well, you know. Well, you know.
It's a double exposure.
I see it, but I don't believe it. Hey, well, wait a minute. Hold it, sweetie. Stop the machine. Now, open up those curtains, will you? Hey, just a minute, Gruber.
Just going for a drink of water, Skip. My throat's awful dry.
Oh, yeah? Bald-faced baboon. If you did what I think you did, I'm gonna pour that whole Pacific Ocean down your throat.
What happened to my film?
Go on, honest dollars. Go on, tell it.
Skip, how was I to know you were going to put the film on the same film that I used?
Uh-huh.
You used my camera and my film?
We went to cut you in for a piece of the action.
The first time I don't goof, this has to happen.
Boy, you sure pulled a dandy this time, Gruber. Not only on us, but on this poor kid.
So we'll take him with us when we desert.
Desert? Oh, we can't desert. I mean, after all we've done is put... which way's a hill?
Hey, say, listen, maybe we can stall Binghamton long enough for Sweeney here to shoot some more films.
Who knows how long that would take? Unless... Hey, how about we shoot our own version of the movie?
Oh, sure. All we gotta do is call up the Imperial Japanese Navy, ask them to send us another PT boat to sink.
Now, wait a minute. Happy's got a thought there. We can fake the whole thing. We take the old 73 and make it look like a Japanese PT boat. Gruber, you better have those nip flags and uniforms that you've been selling as souvenirs.
In assorted sizes. Great idea, Skip. Surprised I didn't think of it myself.
It'll never work.
Well, it better, boy, it better. Willie, you get on the radio and tell Binghamton, tell them that, we had to shove off and get some development fluid. That's right, for Sweeney here. And, Tinker, you get a hold of Fuji.
Fuji? Who's Fuji?
He's the greatest technical advisor on Japanese boats you'll ever see. Gentlemen, we are now in show business. Come on.
Number 35.
Fine.
How's it look, Fuge?
So, that's perfect.
Yeah, it's Japanese.
Hello, Skipper-san.
Hi.
He really is Japanese.
Aha, he fooled you too, huh? No. He's just a native that we made up to look Japanese so he can spy for us.
Gee, that's a great makeup job. You can say that again.
Hey, Chuck, come on, let's get the show on the road here.
Yeah, we're coming, Skip. 1, 2.
Get me to an eye doctor. I can't see a thing.
Which way to the geisha house?
Oh, boy. I'm gonna sell my Japanese wobans. We'll never get away with this.
Well, we'd better. Come on, let's get this Class B picture started here.
Yeah, action camera, go.
Condition red, Captain Binghamton's gig's headed this way. I guess I didn't stall him long enough. Binghamton,
Come on, head time. Fuji, come on. Doggone, he would have to show up at a time like this.
He probably wants to see the film.
See the film. Wait till he sees that. And us.
Well, he's not going to get a chance. Come on, we're going to head out the back way. Willie, come on, let's go aft. Let's go.
Hey, I wonder if Setsu Hayakawa got to start this way.
Come on, will you get going? I don't know how we made it, but we did. Take her out of ways, Chuck, and we'll sneak around the other side of the island.
Okay, Skip. Boy, if Binghamton ever finds out what we've been up to, we're dead.
You can say that again.
Boy, if Binghamton ever finds out we...
come on.
Bandit, 11 o'clock.
Don't worry, it's one of ours.
Duck!
Holy cow, I forgot. We're not one of theirs.
Hey, you freaks! I'm an American! Brooklyn Dodgers! Hey, battle station!
Hold it, you nitwits. You want to knock down one of your own planes? Besides, we got Japanese markings on. Here, let me have that wheel. We got to get out of here. Come on, boys, let's go.
We're Americans. Can't you see we don't all look alike?
Hey, Commander, I got a great shot of him.
Oh, what good is that going to do? He's an American. And here he comes again. Take care! Give me all you got, boy. You got to run for cover. Duck, fellas, duck!
Well, looks like he's gone, Skip.
Boy, am I glad we're only Japanese for a day. These planes of ours are murder.
What are we going to do about the pictures, Skipper?
Well, I'm afraid we're going to have to forget him now.
All right, knock it off.
We almost got ourselves killed once already. Now, let's get that Tojo flag down. Take and start your engines. We're going to sneak back to our base before that fly jockey blabs about us to the whole fleet. Now, come on, let's get going. Oh, what in blazes? Tinker, what's wrong?
I don't know. Must have had a few hits in the engines.
Well, patch it up as fast as you can. We're sitting ducks over here. You spot anything, Chuck?
We're okay upstairs, Skip. Holy cow!
What?
We got company downstairs.
Where? Oh, no! A Japanese submarine!
A Japanese sub? First an American plane, and now we haven't been in the right Navy all day.
Skip, with our engines out, we can't make a run for it.
We ain't got any other choice, boys. Now, look, you guys all wanted to be actors, huh? All right, here's your chance. Chuck, you take your nip swabs and get up front and make friends. Up with that rising sun, boys. We're joining Tojo again. The rest of you duck.
Japanの船だ。そうか。ちょっと見て。こっちの方に来てる。ああ、そうだ。そうでしょ。
さよなら。藤山。Hey, Imperski, Uye, better hurry.
Tink, how you doing?
Almost ready, Skipper-san. Hi, you bunch of Mikado grabbers.
When you get? Oh, so. Hello out there in Tojoland. Oh, look at the sub gonna surface.
I'm gonna get you guys an Academy Award at one.
Engines ready to roll, Skip.
Nice going, Tink. Now, get set to blast when I give you the signal. The rest of you guys get ready to hit your battle station. Chuck, come on back here.
Okay, Skipper.
Sweeney, you're gonna get your picture and we're gonna get a sub. The camera ready?
Lens caps off and film loaded.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Hey, Skip, I can't see. My glasses are all steamed up.
All right, boys. When I count to 3, we're back in the movies. 1, 2, Banzai!
Nice call, Harry. Stay with him.
Nice work, McHale.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful.
McHale, I don't understand this. I seem to recall that you said that...
This is more than I could have asked for. Nice work, Sweeney. You really came through.
Thank you, sir.
You too, McHale. Parker?
Thank you, sir.
Tell me, was it a difficult mission?
Well, just when my glasses got steamed.
He means his binoculars, sir. His binoculars. The mission was really a breeze.
Excellent, excellent. Binghamton, you amaze me.
Oh, I do?
Didn't you tell me on the phone that it was a Japanese PT boat that was sunk?
Well, I seem to recall some...
Man, what's the matter with you? Can't you tell the difference between a PT boat and a submarine?
Oh, yeah, I've studied that very carefully. I know all about a PT boat, and it stays on the top, and the submarine up over there, and I could just scream.
Lucky lady hair tonic. Pretty clever camouflage for our hooch, eh, guys?
Hi, guys.
Hey, Skip.
I got some news for you.
The war's over. We're going to Paris.
We're getting a new hand.
Nah, unless it's attached to Lana Turner, I'm not interested.
What's bugging me is we already got a full complement. Why would Binghamton waste an extra man on us?
Are you kidding? There's only one reason old Leadbottom would send a new man over here. To spy on us.
A spy from Binghamton? Oh, that's conduct on becoming an officer. That's sneaky. That's underhanded. That's Binghamton.
Could be another stunt of his to torpedo us.
Hey, Skip, boat approaching.
Huh? All right, you guys, look, everybody on his toes, huh? Now, Fuji, until we check out this guy, you better take to the hills.
Always. Fuji, take to the hills. Push Fuji around like he's some Shlamil.
Shlamil? Come on, samurai, get going.
It's pretty cold in the hills. Better take around a bottle of hair tonic.
Come on, you tonic makers, let's go.
Seaman second-class smoot reporting for duty, sir.
It's a dead ringer for Binghamton.
This could drive a man to hair tonic.
Carpenter.
Did you call me, sir?
No. I'm just calling for a carpenter to come in here and repair some termite damage.
Yes, sir, I'll go call him.
Of course I called you. What's the matter with you? Have you got any hair tonic?
No, sir, I don't. But I did notice a bottle in Yeoman Lang's desk drawer, sir.
Oh. Well, I just got a message from Confleet. They're flying a life photographer in here to do a picture layout on the whole base, huh? The tonic, boy, the
yes,
tonic. Get me the tonic. Oh, drat it. What a time for my cowlick to act up. Carpenter, we got to keep that photographer away from McHale's Island at all costs. I don't want the American public cashing in their war bonds.
Yes, sir. There you are, sir.
How are the eyebrows? All right.
Just fine, sir. You look wonderful.
Oh, lucky lady. I don't believe I've ever used this before. Now, remember, if this fella gets inquisitive about McHale's base, tell him it's malaria infested. Tell him it's a... Carpenter?
Sir.
Have you been drinking?
Sir, no, sir. Begging your pardon, sir, but I think your hair is 100 proof.
Get your nose out of my hair. What's the matter with you? It's whiskey, all right?
Yes, sir, it is. Well, sir, I guess that's one way to get your hair plastered.
Oh, shut up. Nobody likes a smart lieutenant. I've always suspected that McHale and his rum runners were running a still over there. Now all I've got to do is get the goods on them. What a beautiful layout it'll make for that photographer, huh? Life goes to a court-martial.
I tell you, Skip, he's trying to set us up.
I don't trust him.
He's a spy if ever I seen one.
Yeah, I can smell him a mile away.
I liked him.
Hold it, fellas, please. I don't like the idea of Binghamton trying to scuttle us any more than you do. But we still don't have any proof that Smoot's a spy.
Well, I'm telling you, Skip, every time he approaches me, he salutes me. And every time he addresses me, he says, yes, sir. He treats me with all the respect due an officer. Now, I'm telling you, you can't trust a guy like that.
Hey, who's doing that shooting? Come on, let's take a look.
Hey, Commander. I just took a shot at a native I saw hanging around. I missed him, but I hit a bottle he was carrying.
Hey, have you flipped? These natives around here friendly with us.
Well, that's not the way I heard it, sir. The scuttlebutt has it that there are cannibals on this island, and this one had on a sailor's uniform. I'm not going to take any chances of ending up as a blue plate special.
How you know that native he took a shot at was Fuji? Boy, he could have killed him.
Well, that does it. By golly, we got to get rid of that guy.
Yeah, how?
Well, if only we can think of some way of scaring him, you know, so he'll apply for a transfer.
Yeah.
Too bad there aren't really any cannibals on the island. Then maybe we could get lucky and they'd grab Smoot for a midnight snack.
Hey, Skip, what Group said wasn't bad about that midnight snack idea.
What?
Nah, he was just kidding. You can't do a thing like that. Why, you couldn't make a sack out of Smoot. I mean, a snack out of Snoot. You couldn't do it.
Now, wait a minute, Chuck, wait a minute. If you're on a diet, just fake it, boys. But, look, fellas, let's go inside and talk this thing over. I think we're going to have a little barbecued stool pigeon.
All right, you bunch of gourmets. Let's hit it. It's snack time.
20 for people burgers.
I'll take mine with everything on it.
How many calories in a boiled Smoot?
Hey, how about that? A cannibal with his own pot. Hey, Gruber. You are Gruber. Hey, you sure be on the beach?
Positive. I told him there'll be a crap game down there at 8 o'clock. He'll show up just to get the goods on us.
All right, look, let's get moving. But wait a minute. Don't forget to hoop it up big, so I'll know when to come to the rescue. Let's hit the beach, you chow.
You watch it with that spear? I haven't had my tetanus shot yet.
Begging your pardon, sir, but in those dungarees, you do almost look like one of McHale's men.
That's the whole idea, you nitwit. So they won't spot me while I'm trying to find that still of theirs. Now, shove off. Pick me up here at 2200 hours. Go
Yes,
on.
sir. Oh, and good luck, sir. Shh.
Blabbermouth.
Shh, someone's coming. Smoot. Let's grab him.
We catch a meat for luau, oh great and noble chef. Chief.
Put pineapple in mouth. Him juicy like suckling pig. Hukilau.
Sir, I just wonder what all the yelling is about down there.
Yeah, well, the guys are down at the beach scaring the pants off of Smoot. Smoot! What are you doing here?
Well, I was down at the beach. There's nothing doing down there. Come up here.
But if you're here, then he must have somebody down there who looks exactly like you.
Water boiling. Put him in pot. Hey, Luki!
Captain Binghamton. Oh, what are you doing here?
I'm looking for Tondaleo. What do you think of that? Untie me.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, it's a good thing I happened along, sir. You'd have been the main course for the cannibals.
Cannibals, what are you trying to pull on me? Those were your men.
Oh, whatever do you mean, sir?
Well, whatever do I mean? It was very easy to mean whatever I mean. The chief was wearing dog tags. Parker, Charles.
They've eaten Mr. Parker.
Hell, I've beaten Mr. Parker. This time you've gone too far, conspiring to boil an officer. Come on, Lang. Faster, faster. Sit up straight when you type.
Oh, Carpenter, I'm having Lang type up this dispatch. It's a request for general court-martial for McHale and his cutthroats.
Well, sir, do you think Admiral Reynolds will approve? You know he is very fond of Commander McHale, sir.
Admiral Reynolds is away on an inspection tour. I'm rushing this through before he gets back. Huh?
Oh, yes, sir.
What a beautiful day.
It is that, sir.
Hi, Captain.
Oh.
Well, I'm all set for the tour of your base.
Oh, fine, fine. Now, Carpenter, this is the famous magazine photographer, Don Taggart.
Sir.
Hi, Lieutenant.
Trying to show him what a photogenic operation we have here. I'll be back in 2 or 3 hours, and as soon as Lang is through typing up that dispatch, you rush it right over to the radio shack.
Aye, aye, sir.
Oh, I tell you, a commanding officer's life is busy, busy, busy. I hope you've got plenty of film in that camera, because before this day is over, you're going to cover a court-martial.
Are you sure that's what you heard? That Admiral Reynolds was going to go away on an inspection tour?
That's what the captain said, Skip.
Well, there goes our one hope. At least the Admiral would have let me explain.
Well, my mother's not going to like the idea of me getting a court-martial. Last year, she locked me in my room for getting a traffic ticket.
You're the kind of fellas I always wanted to be in with. I sure wish there's something I could do to help.
You know, you're looking like Binghamton got us into this mess. And you know, it could just about get us out of it, too. Let me see those glasses. Let's see what we got. Yeah, take these glasses off. There you go. Now, try those. Hey.
Huh?
All right, now, let's hear you talk.
Oh, John, now, what was that I say now? It's, What? How's that?
Great! He could so amazing!
Yeah, now walk a little bit now. Walk. Come on. Well, no, don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. Yeah, that's it.
I don't know. You still look too happy. You got to have that hate McHale look on your face, like this.
That's right. Yeah. I'm beginning to hate you already. Now, listen, Captain, old buddy. Now, Captain Binghamton is off with that other photographer, huh? So, now, when Carpenter goes to that radio shot with that directive sending me... Oh, this one. Come on, boys, let's go. Come on.
Hey, we got here just in time. Here comes Carpenter. He's heading for the radio shack.
Yeah, okay, Smoot. Get in there and do your stuff. Go ahead. Go on. Go ahead. Go, baby.
Oh, Captain Binghamton, sir. I thought you were gone.
Yes, you thought I was gone? Well,
Yes.
Sometimes I go, sometimes I come. It's all... What are you staring at me for? Don't stare at me. Eyes front there. I stand at attention.
Oh, yes, sir. But you see, sir, I thought you wanted me to rush this
What's
over.
the trouble? See, you're thinking. You shouldn't think you're in the Navy. That's not allowed there. What have you got there? What is that? What?
Oh, this is the dispatch for the court-martial.
I said. Yeah, the court-martial. Whose court-martial was that? Who?
McHale's court-martial, sir.
McHale's court-martial. Oh, I don't want that. I don't want that anymore. I changed my mind about that. I don't want that. Get rid of that.
Sir, are you all right?
Oh, I'm all right. Yes, I'm all right. I have a little cold is all, but you see, I wasn't all right when I ordered that. You understand that, Carpenter?
I think so, sir.
This is just between us now, boy, but I think I've been out here too long.
Oh, sir.
Yes, you know what I mean. And I want to tell you this. If I ever order a court-martial for McHale again, I want you to slap me right across the face and bring me out of it. Will you do that?
Yes, sir, I will.
Eyes front. That's a good boy now. And don't mention this to anybody, would you? Don't even mention this to me, because I'll just fly right off the handle if I ever hear about this again. What are you standing around here for? Go.
Yes, sir.
Go the other way.
Oh, great, Smoot, great. You're just as bad as they come.
You're a chip-off. You old Binghamton.
Now, let's get out of here before somebody spots us.
Captain Binghamton.
Where?
Oh, Captain Binghamton. He's in his office.
No, he didn't you.
Here he is.
It's that photographer. You better talk to him.
Oh, yeah.
Here he is.
I'm in charge here. What?
I finally found my wide-angle lens. It was in the bottom of my divvy bag all the time. I'll be able to take those pictures now.
Oh, you're going to take pictures now. That'll be nice. Well, cheese.
Yes, sir. Get rid of him, you nitwit.
Yes. I'm very sorry, you nitwit. I'm busy, and I don't have a lot of time for the... You go around, you snap anything that you like. All right, you man, you follow in. Up to.
Come on, Captain. You've been bugging me for an hour to take some shots of you. Now let's get it over with. Come on, hold it right there. I'll take a group shot of you and your...
Yes, sir.
Captain Binghamton. Sir, how did
How'd you get back here so fast?
I haven't been anywhere. That's how I got back here so fast. Taggart had to go to his quarters and get his wide-angle lens. Did you get that dispatch out?
Oh, of course not, sir.
What do you mean, of course not?
Captain Binghamton, you tore it up.
I tore it up. Carpenter, have you been out here too long?
As a matter of fact, sir, you're the one who said to me that you...
Stop blithering at me. Stop that. You're blithering, yeoman. Give me a copy of that dispatch, a carbon copy.
Here, yes, sir.
All right, Carpenter, you get this request for a court-martial over to that radio shack right away.
Captain Binghamton, sir.
What?
If you order me to do something, sir, do I really have to do it?
Of course you do.
Even if I don't want to, sir?
You don't have any right not to want to. An order's an order. Now get going.
Yes, sir. Captain Binghamton.
What? Carpenter, you slapped me.
Yes, sir.
That's mutiny.
But, sir, you told me that I should slap
You
you.
have been out here too long. Now, you get yourself over to that hospital and you check in there. You check into the psychiatric ward. On the double before you hurt somebody. Huh?
Damn. Oh, God, we gotta stop that photographer from taking so many pictures of Smoot. If Binghamton catches us here, good night, Hannah.
Hi, Quinn.
Oh.
Mr. Parker. Say, looks like old Binghamton's getting his picture taken.
Yeah. Molly, you're just in time.
I'm ready.
Mr. Taggart, come right here, sir. I want you to meet Commander Molly Turner, our chief nurse.
How do you do?
She's going to take you over to the base hospital, and I'm sure you'd like to do a layout over there.
Oh, no, thanks. When you've seen one hospital, you've seen them all.
Oh, well, that's too bad because,
well, it's just about time now for the nurses' sunbaths. Right, Molly?
What? Oh, yeah, in their bikinis.
Yeah, in their bikinis. Yeah, you ought to see them in their, well, I'll tell you the truth, I've never even had the nerve to look.
Well, I've never shot one in color before. This looks like a very colorful hospital.
No time like the present.
Well, follow me to Bikini Land. See you later, Quinn.
Yeah, bye-bye.
holy jumping chihuahua. Binghamton. Smoot. Go on, get out of here. Go on, I'll stall him.
Ooh, Captain Binghamton.
I know, they told me.
Just on my way to the officers' club. How about that martini you promised me?
Oh, is that what I promised you? Well, Binghamton never goes back on his word to a pretty girl. Shall we do it?
Okay.
We can trade olives.
You two men are restricted to your base. Now, what in the name of Nimitz are you doing here? What?
Well, you see, Captain, we got to talking about what a great humanitarian you are.
Oh, knock it off, McHale. I've got you, and I'm not going to let you go.
Oh?
I'm going to shake your Navy career. I'm going to shake it like a hurricane and shake this palm tree. Yeah, through. You Howard.
Captain boy. Captain.
Let me try that. Looks like fun.
No, it's no use, Chuck. No, he's out colder than mackerel. Hey, we better take him over to the base hospital. Let's go. Come on. Grab his feet. Right.
You shouldn't have done it, Quint. You could get 20 years for this.
Are you kidding? He got hit with a coconut.
Yeah, it's a good thing he got hit in the head. He could have got hurt.
Coconut, how about that? I'll go get him some smelling salts.
Molly, did you hear what's going on over the officers' club? Captain Binghamton is stewed to the gills. Why? He was about to do a striptease.
Captain Binghamton?
He had a snootful.
Well, how could Captain Binghamton, but when he's right... Uh-oh.
Uh-oh is right. That snootful belongs to Smoot. Come on, let's go.
Hey, what's going on here?
I'll explain later, baby. Look, forget the smelling salts. Give him a sedative.
Get out of here just in time. I've had enough.
you have any respect for the uniform? What's the matter with it? Come on! Belly up to the bar, boys. The drinks are on Captain Bingo Puss. Bingo Conker. Call me Wally.
Hey, Captain's been out here just a little bit too long. I'll put him to bed. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Oh, well, a fouled up messes. Yeah, boy, if Binghamton can only see himself now.
Yeah. Hey, Chuck, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Look, it's a long shot, but it may pay off.
Huh?
Yeah. We'll take Happy Boy back here to the base, huh? And then just hope and pray that Gruber's got some film. Come on, let's go. Grab his feet.
Where are they?
Look who's dancing.
Yeah, look who's dancing.
What are you trying to tell me? What?
Well, sir, after you got hit in the head with that coconut, you sort of had a temporary attack of amnesia. And, you behaved in a manner unbecoming an officer, sir.
Yeah, even unbecoming an enlisted man.
No, I don't believe a word of this mishmash.
Well, they say, sir, in Chinese, there's an old proverb that one picture's worth 1,000 words. There you are, sir. There you were in a hula contest, and you won first prize, and there's your first prize, sir.
Oh, this is impossible. I'm a married man. I haven't kissed a woman in 20 years, including my wife.
Well, the camera doesn't lie, sir.
Have you got any more of these?
Oh, well, there is one more, sir, where you dived off the conning tower to take a swim.
What's the matter with a man taking a little swim? Where are my trunks?
Well, sir, before you dove in, you hauled them up on the mast, and you ordered us to salute them, sir.
Hell, that's what I think of your pictures. And I order you to do the same thing with the negatives.
Oh, yes, sir. You betcha, sir. But, there's a dispatch in your coat pocket, sir. Ordering our court-martial? Well, I'll trade you, sir. Tear for tear. Well, Captain?
There you are, McHale. Now it's your turn.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes.
Well, now that you've done that, there's nothing to stop me from writing another dispatch.
Oh, well, yes, sir, there is, sir. You see, I tore up the wrong negatives.
Oh, gee, thanks for having me transferred back to the States, Skipper.
Well, I'd really like to have you with us, Smoot, but the sooner you're transferred out of here, the safer we'll all be.
Yeah, you better get on that launch and get out of here before Captain Binghamton spots you. Hey, yipes!
Uh-oh.
Hi, Captain.
What are you men doing hanging around the dock? You getting a suntan on government time? Who's that?
Who's who?
Well, that's Seaman Smoot, sir. He's being transferred out.
So you're Smoot, huh? Mm-hmm. You remind me of somebody.
Well, he looks a lot like my mother, sir, around the eyes.
Smoot, did you ever jump off of a conning tower without your... No. You wouldn't dare.
Bye-bye, Captain.
Bye.
Oh, Lieutenant Lovett. How about that martini I promised you?
Sure is great to be home again, isn't it, Skip?
Oh, and how? Oh. After 3 days in that floating sardine can, all I want to do is hit the sack.
Yeah, me too.
And Chuck, you don't call me unless you see a bunch of Japanese hitting this beach. And even then... Up to there, you handle them. If they get past that line, then you call me. You hear?
Up to here, I handle. Hey, watch that line, you guys. Watch it.
Hey, somebody's been stealing my clothes.
Somebody been eating in my kitchen.
Hey, somebody's been sleeping in my bed.
You three bears better start looking for Goldilocks.
Look. Well, what do you know? Goldilocks. With a dye job. Now will you tell us your name?
I'm Kim Soo.
Oh, Kim Soo. That's a nice name. And where's your mommy and daddy, honey?
I don't have any.
You mean you don't have any parents? Well, where do you come from, sweetheart?
The big white boat.
Oh, the big white boat. You mean the hospital ship, honey?
Oh, yeah, Skip, you remember. It was pulling in here just as we left on our mission. It had all those kids. It was taken to the orphanage in New Caledonia.
Yeah, but it pulled out about 2 days ago, so what does it, Hey, Skip, we got a deserter on our hands.
Please, don't send me away. Please, let me stay here.
I'll handle this, Skip. No, Kim Soo, you see, this is a naval base. And well, there's a war on. And, it's against regulations. And, how about it, Skip? She can have my hut.
Let us stay. Hold all of these off there, guys. No, I'm sorry, Kim Soo, but you just couldn't stay here, no.
Why not? You got me, and I'm not supposed to be here.
Skip, you can't let them take it to an orphanage.
Oh, give her a chance, Skip.
She hasn't got a family, so let's give her one.
Yeah, 9 uncles.
How about it, Skip?
Well, what are you standing around for? Start fixing up a room, you bunch of uncles. Oh, come on, Group. It's supposed to be a kid's nursery.
Well, the kid's got to start sometimes, huh?
Well, not this one. Come on, change it. Tastes good?
Well, there it is, Skip. Little boy blue, the cows, the corn, the whole thing.
Hey, Mr. Parker, could you get into the crib? I want to check it for size.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Here, let me help you. There you go.
How's that, Mr. Parker?
Yeah, not bad. Pretty good.
Uncle Quentin, can you come in and wash my back for me?
How about?
Are you coming, Uncle Quentin?
Uncle Quentin's busy right now, honey. But I'll tell you what, I'll send in Uncle Chuck.
Me? I don't know anything about washing a girl's back.
No. Look, I hate to pull rank, Chuck, but come on, get in there. And that's an order. Come on, hurry up.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go. Come on. There, give her that to her.
Oh, not me. I hate water.
I'm waiting, Uncle Chuck.
How about she's waiting. Coming, honey, coming. Come on, let's go. Come on.
All right. Well.
Oh.
Cub. Well,
come on.
Hold this.
Uncle Chuck, I'm waiting.
All right. Come on. Full speed ahead, boy.
Yeah.
Go. Then the two of them walked off. We're happy ever after. Isn't that a cute one?
Do I have to go to sleep now, Uncle Quentin?
Oh, sure. Oh, my goodness, is it that late? Why, it's 9 o'clock already.
Are you all going to sleep now?
Oh, sure, you bet. Aren't we, men? Aren't we, men?
Oh, yes.
Night, Kim.
Night, Timmy.
Night, fellas.
Night.
Good night, sweetheart.
Good night, Uncle Quentin.
Well.
Uncle Chuck, aren't you going to kiss me good night?
Oh, well, you have to watch.
Good night, fellas. Good night. Hey, Skipper. Huh? Okay, for about a gig, it's a big crap game going on at the main base.
Yeah, I guess so. You can drop me off the officers club. I'll get my tie.
Hey, Food, how about it? You babysit?
Sure. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Uncle Quentin!
Yes?
Isn't everybody going to sleep now?
Oh, sure we are. Weren't we, fellas?
Yeah.
All tired. Good night, Kim Sue.
Good night.
Good night, fellas. Good night, fellas. Night. Night. Good night, you bunch of uncles.
Good night.
Captain Bingham.
What is it, Carpenter? You always have to sneak up on me like that. What do you want? What?
I'm sorry, sir, but 2 officers from Comfleet have landed, and they're on their way up to see you.
Comfleet, oh, fine. As if I didn't have problems enough.
Problems, Captain?
Has problems. McHale's Island over there. Look at it. Completely dark over there. You remember what happened the last time all the lights were out over there?
Oh, sir, you don't think they're giving the nurses commando training again?
Oh, get your hand off the ground. I don't know what they're doing over there. All I know is I can't stand any more of this. Look at these guys. They're nerve pills, they're stomach pills, they're sleeping pills. I tell you, ever since McHale's come, he's turned this whole base into a pill box.
A pill box? Oh, that's very good, sir.
Oh, shut up. Do you think I'm here to entertain you or something?
Captain Binghamton? We're from the Chief Medical Officer's staff. I'm Commander Carmichael. This is Lieutenant Plowright.
Oh, so nice to see us. My aide, Lieutenant Carpenter.
Oh, how are you, Lieutenant? Our orders, sir.
Oh, your orders, yes. You're a psychiatric team.
That's right, Captain. We're conducting a survey of the forward areas, checking all personnel for combat fatigue, nervous tension, anything that might require hospitalization and/or transfer.
Oh, is that what you're doing? You're checking for all those things, combat fatigue and... well, I'm glad to have you. Lieutenant Carpenter will find your quarters in the hospital. In the morning, you can get up and have a nice fresh start.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Captain.
Nice to see you. Carpenter. Lieutenant Carpenter.
Yes, sir.
I must be slipping. Did you hear what they said? They said hospitalization and/or transfer.
Well, that's right, sir. Oh, I don't think you have anything to worry about, sir.
No, I don't. Me, you nitwit. I wasn't talking about me. Get me my boat and get me those medics. We're going to pay a visit to McHale's Island.
McHale, sir?
You know, if we're very lucky, we can catch those nitwits in one of their daffy stunts. And if we're very, very lucky, maybe we can get them all a gang Section 8.
Oh, you're gonna see some kooks, you are. You wouldn't believe half the things that go on over here.
You allow them to live on their own little island?
Frankly, gentlemen, I look upon it more as sort of an isolation ward.
It seems very quiet, Captain.
I don't see anything going on.
That's because you don't know McHale. You see, when nothing is going on, that's when something's going on. See? Follow me. Oh, and tippy toe.
You see that? And that's not all. See?
But they're sleeping.
Sleeping? Don't be silly. 9:30 at night, off duty on their own time. I tell you there's something wrong here. McHale, wake up, McHale. Wake up.
Anything you say, sugar. Captain Binghamton.
Captain Binghamton?
Binghamton?
Can't hurt. As you were. All right, McHale. What's going on?
You can see for yourself. We were sleeping, I think.
McHale, you're not fooling me for a minute. And these two gentlemen with me, they're psychiatrists, and they can see through you just as clearly as I can.
Psychiatrists?
Let's just say we're a medical team making a survey on combat fatigue.
You'll find no fatigue here, sir. We get a lot of sleep here, don't we, Chuck?
Oh, yeah, Skip. Yeah, we sleep all the time. Want to see me drop off?
Perfectly obvious to me something is going on here. Let's just have a look for ourselves.
Captain, you can't wake up the crew. They had a tough day.
Ah, the crew. That's where the body's hidden, huh? But I tell you, they're sleeping too. Oh, McHale, you'd better have a good explanation for this.
Well, how about they were tired, sir?
Captain Binghamton, don't you think we ought to return to the main base?
That's a good idea. Me and Parker would like to get some sleep, sir.
Yeah, I'd like to see who gets me, Betty Grable or Lana Turner.
Great. You'd like to get rid of me, wouldn't you, McHale? Well, I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Captain, please, we can talk about this in the morning.
I'm going to get tomorrow morning, sir. Yes, sir.
I tell you, something is going on.
You may be right, Captain, but perhaps this isn't the right time.
9:30 at night? Us cutthroats wouldn't go to bed at 9:30 unless they were sick. And I tell you, they are sick. They're sick.
Nighty-night, Captain.
You're not going to get away with this, McHale. I'll be back. I'll find out what all this sleeping is about.
Can't we give the kid a break, Skip? Be reasonable. Come on, Skip, have a heart.
Oh, hold it, will you? Hold it. I want Kim Sue here just as much as the rest of you guys. But is this any way to bring up a kid? Teaching her how to run for the hills every time she sees a boat coming?
But it'll be worse if we give it to Binghamton. He'll just turn her over to that orphanage. Yeah, that's no place. Yeah.
Peace off, will you? Who said anything about turning her over?
Well, Skip, you just said...
All I said was that this is no place for a kid. So we do the next best thing. We find her a home.
A home?
Well, sure. Chief Watara over in the village must know some nice young couple who just love to adopt a sweet thing like Kim Sue.
Hey, that's a great idea. And we can still get to see her.
Yeah, and she should be happy there. That's marvelous. Skip.
Yeah. Look. All I say is this. Don't say anything about it to Kim Sue. Because I don't want to build up our hopes until I find out...
Watch it, wait. Here comes the It Cake.
Hey, honey.
Uncle Quentin?
Yeah?
You promised to help me build a mud castle.
Mud castle? Oh, well, I gotta go somewhere, honey. Besides, Uncle Chuck's in charge today. Uncle Chuck. Uncle Chuck.
Oh, Skip, a mud castle.
There you are, sir. I always remember what I told you. Command is a dirty job, son.
Come on, Uncle Chuck.
Don't forget, 2 parts water, 1 part sand.
Pretty baby, and we'd like to be your sister, brother, dad, and mother too. Pretty baby, pretty baby.
Condition red. Captain Binghamton's coming.
Binghamton? Boy, the skipper isn't back yet. Well, don't panic. All right, now you take Kim Sue and head for the hills. The rest of you guys follow me and act natural.
Pumpkin, sir.
Good afternoon, Captain. Everybody.
Where's McHale?
He's not here right now, sir.
Oh, where is he? And turn around when I'm talking to you. What in the blue Pacific is that?
What is what?
Start.
Oh, this. Well, sir.
Start with it, Mr. Parker. What are you doing with that doll?
It's mine.
It's your doll?
Yes, sir.
You mean you play with dolls?
It does keep them off the street, sir.
Mr. Parker, I think we should all go into your quarters and have a little talk.
Yes, Parker, let's go in your quarters and have a little talk.
My quarters? Well, it's such a beautiful day. Why don't we stand out here and talk? Get a suntan at the same time. He's a little pale.
Parker, you heard the doctors. Now go on inside. Go ahead, gentlemen. Have a good look at him. A pig and little boy Blue?
Boy Blue. Yeah, you see, he's asleep and the cows are out in the corn.
Sleep in a crib?
Yeah, well, I used to have a lot of trouble sleepwalking, but boy, this sure cured it.
Parker, you stop that. You tell us what this is all about.
You see, there was
Jacks, anyone? Don't you play?
Well, there it is, sir. Release and transfer of Ensign Parker to the hospital at New Caledonia. The medics are on the way to pick him up right now, sir.
Oh, I wish this was for McHale and the whole crew. You know, frankly, this puzzles me. That Parker is so naive, he's so simple. I thought he'd be the last to crack.
But, sir, it is a step in the right direction.
I guess you're right, Carpenter. From little acorns, giant redwoods bloom.
Oh, by the way, sir, this message just came in from that hospital ship that stopped by. It seems that one of the little war orphans who was on board is now missing, and they'd appreciate it very much if we'd look for her here at Taratuba.
Child here at Taratuba? That's nonsense. Absolute nonsense. With a child here, we'd see the child here, wouldn't we? We'd see some trace of her. The doll. Parker's shack, dressed up like a nursery. Those cutthroats in bed at 9:30 at night. Carpenter, they're kidnappers. That's what they are, they're kidnappers. Oh, McHale has pulled some dastardly deeds in his day, but this is the Saturday end.
But what would Commander McHale...
I don't know what McHale or those pirates have up their sleeves, but I'm going to find out. Carpenter, I think that our little acorn just blossomed into a big redwood.
But I don't want to leave all of you. Don't you like me anymore?
Oh, sure we do, honey. We love you, honest. But that's why we want to do the right thing for you. And the Halakais are really wonderful people.
That's right, dear. And having your own parents is sure a lot better than having 9 broken-down uncles.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble. It's the medics.
Hey, the medics. The medics? Hey, they've come to take me away. I'm supposed to be packing my gear.
Where in the blazes are the Halakais? Look, I'm going to take Kim Sue and go out and look for that couple. Now, I know it's been rough on you, but stall those medics, will you? Do whatever you can, but stall them. I don't care what you do. Here, play cowboys and Indians. Come on, you guys.
Wait a minute, cowboy.
Come on, let's go.
Uncle Quentin,
Oh, sweetheart.
I'll miss you all so much.
Oh. Well, now, don't you worry. You're not going to be that far away. We'll come see you often, I promise. I really promise. Oh, thank goodness. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Halakai. Good to see you. How's everything?
Sorry we are late, Mr.
Oh, that's all right. How are you? Yeah, Kim Sue, I want you to meet Mr. and Mrs. Halakai.
Hello.
Oh, come on now, Kim Sue. Come on, that's no way to meet these fine people. Come on, sweetheart.
Here's your Mother Goose book.
Yeah.
Oh, Parker, you forgot your doll.
Can't let him take Mr. Parker. Come on, let's get in the act.
Woo!
What are you doing with my doll?
What do you mean, your doll? That's my doll.
Stop back, Stinky. Hey, you get my mother ghost book, you nasty boy.
All right, you men, you cut that out. Cut it out, cut it out.
Can't hurt.
Now your little game is over. Where's the child?
Child?
Yes, child, Commander. This is not a case of combat fatigue. This is a case of kidnapping.
Kidnapping?
You heard me. Where is McHale and the child? Never mind. I'll find them myself. Doctor, you come with me. Bring the other doctor with you. Oh, Carpenter, you stay here in case McHale shows up with the child. Aha! McHale.
Oh, you were looking for me, sir?
How am I looking for you? This child is a war orphan under the jurisdiction of the Navy. That's another charge. Besides kidnapping, unauthorized interference with naval affairs.
Oh, come on now, Captain. Ease off it, will you? All we were trying to do is to find a home here for Kim Sue, and we have found him. These people want to adopt her.
She is a ward of the Navy, and I would advise you to stop worrying about her and start worrying about your court-martial.
Please, Captain Binghamton. This is all my fault. Don't be mad at Uncle Quentin.
Uncle Quentin. Young lady, you get your things. You're going with me, and that's an order.
Excuse me, sir. Come on with me, sweetheart. Would you wait for me over there, please? Thank you. Well, I'm sorry, honey. We tried our best. Now, don't you worry. You go over to Uncle Chuck's hut and get your things, and you meet me back here? Hmm?
McHale. About Parker and the doll. You mean it was all just a joke?
Oh, of course it was, Commander. He's just as normal as any one of us.
I see. Well, that's a tough break, McHale. I can understand now what your men tried to do. I've got children of my own.
Now you know our captain. Got a heart like lead. Doggone it, all he does is go by the book, go by the book.
I wish there was some way I could help.
You really mean that?
Sure.
Oh, well, now listen, if he can go by the book, why, you're a Navy psychiatrist, right? And maybe you can throw a few pages at him, huh? You know what I mean?
I think I begin to get the idea.
Oh, great.
Captain?
Yeah.
I guess you won't be needing us anymore, so we'll get back and start preparing our reports, including the one on you.
That's a good idea. Why don't you just go on back and start preparing your report? What do you mean, the one on me? What?
Well, sir, we do have to file a report on any evidence of odd behavior.
What are you talking about, odd behavior? What odd behavior?
Well, sir, for instance, your insistence that these men were doing strange things when they were only sleeping does show signs of a persecution complex.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm perfectly normal.
Well, I wouldn't say that, Captain. A normal man would want a child like this to have a happy home.
Whoever said that I don't want her to have a happy home? I never said. It's just that naval regulations say that with the rig and does she have to keep looking at me like that when I'm talking to her? I don't want to be unreasonable about this thing. It's just that well, maybe we could cut through some of the red tape and arrange for a speedy adoption.
Oh, thank you, Uncle Binghamton.
No, honey. Uncle Wally. Here, give him a big hug.
Uncle Wally.
Uncle Wally.
Guilty of attempted framing, gross misuse of naval personnel, and, well, general unsuitability for command. Kelsiel stepped forward, a mischievous twinkle in his eye. Honor, sir, as lawyer for my own defense. I, the old defendant, charge the new defendant, a poor, defenseless alligator. For shame, sir, for shame. Buffington roared. Come on, get on down. You might be Gus. You're not going to blame us, sir. After all, how would you like it to call it stupid? Kelsall grinned at Sidney. It's not stupid, sir. It's brilliant. Look at him. Give it to me now. Give a chance. Give a chance to party. Some terrible Uncle Dudley. You know this isn't bad booze, gentlemen. For domesticity, it's all right. He raised a glass of champagne, one of the bottles Gus had saved. Gentlemen, Kelsall declared, raising his voice above the murmurs in the courtroom. I give you now the man of the hour, the genius of the courtroom, that Clarence Darrow from Chagrin, Falls Our Own, Ensign Pipkin Legalizal Whiffle. The crew cheered, Gus handing him a glass. Oh, you've got the Mr. See those bottles? That's your champagne, sir. I've seen enough. Let's go. Wait a minute. Think I'm gonna hear us clean over the main side, dog. Golly. Wouldn't want all right. Chuckle. Let's get all this stuff on board. And I'm gonna report to Buffington. Report? Skip. Oh, we almost bagged that nit PT boat. Look, was it our fault that Squirrel exploded just when we had him in range? Oh dear. A few days later, back in the torpedo tube 73 layer, the mood was decidedly glum. Kelsall's crew, despite Pipkin Whiffle being cleared, seemed to have been struck by a bout of collective despondency. Well, look, boys, that's the breaks of the game, Kelsall said, trying to lift their spirit. Breaks. My bad luck all day, it seemed. Gus grumbled, losing that case. You, Skip, were supposed to have us on a victory spree. Pipkin Whiffle, though no longer facing a court-martial, was also dejected. What are you guys griping about? I was sitting on it when I went overboard. We were lucky to get back at all. Do you guys know what day it is? Skip, it's Friday the 13th. Oh, brother, no wonder everything went wrong. I knew we should have stayed in bed. Kelsall slammed his fist on the table. No way! You guys! Knock it off. Now, the first thing you know, you're going to be looking for ghosts in the rigging. Believe me. Friday the 13th is no different than any other day. Absolutely. And nobody with any sense believes that superstitious jumble of nonsense. So help me, Pipkin. Commodore Buffington, red-faced and furious, stood glaring at them. If it's the last thing I ever do, I'll see that you'll get 10 years in the brig for every bone that you broke, and every rule that you flaunted. Kelsall quickly stepped forward. How well we're not whether to sit down. Captain, you're all on edge, sir. Don't you try and soft-soap me, sir. Sir, Mr. Whiffle didn't mean any harm. Sir, you see, the fellas were all superstitious. And all he was trying to do is to prevent a black cat from jumping on the 73. So that's all. Yeah, that's right. You know, like black cat is 7 years bad luck. And you multiply that by Friday the 13th. And I've resent me some. Buffington glared. Don't you worry about your bad leg cut or any obscure naval career that stretches out before you like Long John Silver. I've never explained the excuses for an attack on a superior officer in my life. How stupid do they think I am? Kelsall pressed on. Well, Surrogats, I was really going to say that you know that sailors have always been superstitious. Sir, you know how they believe in things like ill omens and jinxed ships, and then that's your big mouth. And you'll keep it shut defending those pirates to me, sir. Oh, I mean, they're just following ancient nautical traditions. Buffington, intrigued, raised a hand. Oh, wait a minute. How did you say? Repeat what you just said? Come on. You are superstitious. All right. And you were on what you thought was a jinxed ship in combat waters. What would you do, sir? Kelsall's eyes widened. A new plan formed in his mind. I'd be begging my CO for a transfer to anywhere else. Sir, to the furthest, most remote, most utterly unappealing assignment imaginable. Buffington's face lit up with a truly terrifying glee. What a brilliant idea, Kelsall. That's absolutely brilliant. We make them think that the torpedo tube 73 boat is a floating coffin, a harbinger of doom. He spun around, leaving Kelsall and his crew stunned. What are you doing to our boat, torpedo tube 13? That doesn't tell us. Dismissed. He stomped out of the lair. Kelsall's crew, however, immediately converged on him. All right, Skip, what's the idea of putting that number on our boat? Yeah, we're the 73, not the Come on, start talking, Skip, or you'll have a little disaster right here. Kelsall, realizing Buffington had stumbled onto something he hadn't intended, frowned. All right, all the gory details are right here in this report. Boys, He pulled out a crumpled, ancient-looking document. Nothing, sir, nothing. I told you. Just change the number on their boat and keep your big fat mouth shut. He had been trying to hide the truth. Just then, Buffington returned, snatched the report from Kelsel's hand. Wait a minute, Kelsel. Captain, if there's something in that letter we should know about, I will decide what you should know about around here. But that's a quiet. You take that letter back to my office and you file it. Then you meet me. This is my shack for inventory. Move. Hoo-bah. Hoo-bah. The same goes for you and your pirates. You take the Torpedo Tube 13 boat, and you move. 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 Now. Buffington stormed off again, leaving Kelsel and his crew to stare at the old, faded report. Now, Captain, what's going on? Gus Grumbles asked nervously. There's something about all this. It just doesn't smell kosher to me. A jinxed boat. Our sentiments exactly. Skip. Chuckle Higgins agreed. And there's only one way to find out. He grabbed the report. There you go. Skip stick it. It was easy as far. When I excuse man. Kelsel snatched the report back. Big it says here. She really was commissioned Torpedo Tube Oh no. On her first day out, the whole crew was drowned. The main drowned. That says right here. They were blown up when the gas tanks exploded. That was the second crew. I'll see it says she lost her crews. Look at all the accidents she had. They never could find out why. No wonder she's been a floating Jonah, a jinx. Guys, we're living on board time. A cursed vessel. Oh, come on, you calamity hounds. Knock it off, Kelsel roared, slamming the report down. Torpedo Tube 73 or 13. She's still the same boat. She's been mighty good to us. I'll put this letter back in the files and forget it. You read me? Forget it. Forget it. Skip. No buts about it. And the next guy who opens up his yap about jinxes or Jonah's answers to me, understand, move it. A few days later, Commodore Buffington was back in his office, gleefully plotting Kelsol's permanent removal. Lieutenant Elroy Phibbs, now thoroughly traumatized by recent events, watched him nervously. Too bad, sir. It'll never work as long as Commander Kelsel is around. Phibbs ventured cautiously. He's a slippery eel, sir. He is not going to be around you niminy, Buffington snapped, rubbing his hands together. We're ready for Phase 2. Phibbs, I'm sending him up to Grand Command Post as a special courier tonight, so good riddance. And while the cat's away, we'll lower the boom on the rats. Phibbs, a swift and decisive blow. Just then, Ensign Pipkin Whiffle, ever enthusiastic, bounced in. Oh, it's you, Mr. Whiffle. Hey, you guys, did you see that funny noise down to the boat? Kelsel, having heard the conversation from outside the office, quickly interjected. No, I didn't hear anything. Pip, come on, Mr. Whiffle. We got enough problems as it is without you starting to imagine things. Why don't you go back to sleep? Suddenly, a low, throbbing sound echoed from the pier. What was that like to send me through? Pippin asked, bewildered. You mean the third in? Skip. Oh, boy, what a time for the skipper to be away. There's no one on board, huh? Who started the engines? A ghost, perhaps. Kelsel exchanged worried glances with his crew. Well, I'm gonna find out. Pip, maybe we all better find out. The light's here. They come, sir. I can hardly wait to see the expression on their faces when I pull the string. Buffington, hearing the commotion and assuming his trap was working, grinned. Get down and knit. Nobody pulls your string, Pip. The ghost has arrived. The boat moved on all by itself, like it was haunted or something. Only jinxed. She's a regular ghost ship. Ha, a cursed vessel. Kelsel, however, rallied his crew. I'm down, guys. We all know there's no such thing as Googled ghosts. Follow me. Boys, what could have started the engines in that gun? Gus Grumbles was already heading in the opposite direction. I don't know. I ain't hanging around to find out. Being fighting the nips is one thing. But this, we're not getting paid for this. It's beyond our pay. Calm down, Gus. Kelsel ordered. We're supposed to be sailors. The United States Navy. Supposed to be brave and fearless. And above all, men. Sounded like it came from below. Pull yourself together. Willie, where did you think must have started those engines? A fire that got ya. Willie the whirlwiggin sculpt. Whoa, I told you guys. There's nothing to worry about. All it was, it's a little black. Good morning, sir. Sir, they've arrived. And by jig, They're afraid to even get on torpedo tube 30. This is my finest hour, sir. He was referring to the shore patrolmen, who'd been ordered to patrol the pier, but who were now terrified by the allegedly haunted boat. Buffington beamed, striding out of his office. We gotta work fast before Kelsel gets back from Grand Command Post. I've called you men over here to discuss your new patrol assignment. Starting tonight, you will sail the area between Kanaka tonight, sir, on our boat. No, and the Mayflower, you know, of course, on your boat. What's the matter with your boat? Anything wrong with it? Anything wrong with it? He addressed a cowering patrolman, who pointed fearfully at the mysteriously running torpedo tube 30. Oh, well then, starting tonight, sir. Captain Buffington, sir. An urgent message from Commander Kelsel to his crew, sir. Elroy Phibbs burst onto the scene, waving a crumpled piece of paper. Blow-eyed. What? No. For speaking out against cheaters never prospering. I can't stand a scientist-confirmed history of torpedo tube 13. Stay off boat at all costs. Advise you put in for immediate transfer to Grand Command Post for reassignment. We'll meet you there. Boys. Ha ha. How about that? Skip, just in the nick of time. Elroy read triumphantly, completely misinterpreting the situation. Kelsel, hidden nearby, grinned. Yeah, that's everyone that has the whammy on. Yeah, but he skipped. He came through. I know he wouldn't let us down. I bet he saw a lineup of new boats for us. The crew, suddenly emboldened by the message, confronted Buffington. In charge. I requested you draw transfers for our signatures. That's right. Transfers. Commodore. He wants one too. So, they pointed to the shore patrolman. Buffington looked bewildered. Yes, Kelsel just dropped me off. But what were you guys doing over with Buffington for so long? What nonsense are you spouting? Don't worry about it. Thanks, Skip. Gus grumbled, called out, completely misunderstanding. We got your message. We took care of everything. Yep. The little old transfers are all signed and ready to go. A glorious mass exodus. Buffington's jaw dropped. What's all signed? The transfers. So we can ship up to Grand Command Post. Hey, Skip, what's our new boat look like? You fools. What are you guys talking about? We're not getting any new boats. I never sent any message. You idiots. Kelsel stepped out of the shadows, a smug look on his face. You didn't, sir. Oh, what a surprise. Yeah, we saw it in black and white, sir. The official communication. Buffington sputtered, furious. Oh, yeah, like you saw that funny report from Washington. I checked it out. Kelsel, there never was a torpedo tube 30. Buffington made up that whole jinxed boat routine. You imbeciles. You gullible fools. And we fell for it, didn't we? Kelsel smiled sweetly. And the boat's not jinxed. You lied to your loyal, impressionable crew, sir. Oh dear. Buffington roared. Well, you've made suckers out of us. Listen, once those transfer papers reach Grand Command Post, we're dead. Dead. And you, I want a battle-heady catty night. But if you had a can of spoiled sea rations, what do you propose we do, Kelsel, since you're such a mastermind of manipulation? Kelsel, however, remained calm. We're not going to give up yet, boys. What we've got to do is to get those transfers back from Buffington. We've got to now. Wait a minute. Wait. Just a level of a minute here. He thought for a moment, a new plan forming. Well, now look. Old Lee Bottom got us into this mess by saying that the 73 was jinxed, right? Yeah. Well then, if he wants to play dirty pool, so can we. Pipkin Whiffle, bewildered, shook his head. Oh, Skip, my mother won't let me play pool. She says, it's a game for who could make a dirty pig. A most unbecoming activity for an officer. Kelsel ignored him, a wicked grin spreading across his face. He quickly penned several requests. 7 requests for transfer. The end of Kelsel's reign. Mum, sir, I bow to your genius. Commodore, let me lock them up to say, fingers off of these little treasures. They are not leaving my sight until that mail plane takes off tomorrow. Do you read me? They're not leaving my sight, sir. Buffington barked, tucking the transfer requests into his pocket with a triumphant sneer. Just then, a distraught Lieutenant Elroy Phibbs burst into the office. Sir, you'd better come quickly. The torpedo tube 13 boat is in trouble. Oh, they're under enemy attack. Sir, we just picked up a mayday from Commander Kelsel on the emergency combat frequency. He's in dire straits, sir. You don't think they suspected you were the one who started that whole jinxed boat rumor, do you? Back on the jinxed torpedo tube 30, the crew of torpedo tube 73 was engaged in a masterful piece of theatrical combat. Commander Kelsel, clutching his chest, feigned agony. Can't you get those engines started? We're going down, boys. Suddenly, Boffington's agitated voice crackled over the radio, filled with genuine panic. Kelsel, come back. I didn't mean it. I retract everything. Commander, everything. Quit, chuckle, Kelsel whispered, winking at Higgins. Utterly devastating piece of psychological warfare. Later that night, back in Commodore Boffington's office, Elroy Phibbs hovered over his superior, who was now genuinely looking unwell. There, sir. Now, do try to get some rest. Those pills should relax you. Phibbs cooed, adjusting a blanket. Oh, what's happening to my life? Eerie. Green lights flickered outside the window. We are, Captain. Boffington, his eyes wide with genuine terror, clutched at his throat. It's not possible. It's been my imagination. This next thing is ghosts. I need some lights. My flashlight. Look at my flashlight. Phibbs. It's gone. The phantoms have taken my light. His voice, amplified by a megaphone, was chillingly ethereal. I thought you were dead, you scoundrel. Your jinxed ship finally caught up to you. We're all dead. Oh, my God. Kelsel, this is real. Well, don't come near me. You're dead, too. I heard you died. Kelsel asked, his ghostly voice laced with mock offense. Boffington began to wail. All right, keep with me. Don't you hurt me. Come on, come on, come on. Can I get my gun? Phibbs, I need to shoot these ghastly apparitions. Hello there. But the afterlife is worse for those who mistreat their crew. No, I don't, Boffington cried, pointing a trembling finger. It's against regulations. I'm a superior officer. You can't attack me in the afterlife. Kelsel, seizing the moment, advanced on Bob. You know, maybe he's got something there still. Wally, what happened? You've got something we want, Boffington. Hold on. I want anything. I want the transfers, Wally. Yeah, Wally, we need them for our records. Who vanished into thin air, their laughter echoing eerily through the office. Moments later, Commander Kelsel and his crew, now divested of their ghostly costumes, were on their way to the mail plane, the retrieved transfers clutched in Kelsel's hand. Okay, Kelsel, up to Daisy. Go on. Skip, Kelsel, watch what you're doing. Pipkin Whiffle, confused, exclaimed as Kelsel climbed aboard the waiting plane. Kelsel yelled back, laughing. Oh, I'm just waiting to get cleared by the control tower. Captain, pretty busy up there, you know? Stand back, Kelsel called down, enjoying Boffington's rage. Angel 13, a tower ready for takeoff. Take off. Angels, how have you? Gods, my pleasure. Boffington raged, shaking his fist. He's one of the most dastardly plots that you've ever tell him about it. And how easy does it, Captain? Easy does a bunch of cutthroats trying to scare me into the transfers. Take him up. I've got the signatures ready. Kelsel shouted from the departing plane. Boffington screamed, Wait. Don't wait to watch your language, sir. There's an angel present. Oh, he glared at Kelsel, who merely waved from the plane. That's okay, Willie Kelsel called down. This isn't a football rally. Kelsel called down, his voice clear even from a distance. Yes, sir. But remember our deal, sir. Boffington, defeated, clenched his fists. You blackmailing villains. All right, Kelsel, you win this round, but so help me. One of these days, I'm getting his top out of my sight before I have you all arrested for loitering. As they debarked, Gus Grumbles nudged Kelsel. You go right ahead. We'll understand. We'll be right back, Kelsel. Kelsel merely grinned, his crew following him, already planning their next scheme. I should have never let you talk me into this, Gus. Yet Cleary borrowed Commander's uniform. You already agreed. Pipkin sighed, straightening the ill-fitting gold braid on his sleeves. I should have such problems, Gus. Where were we? Gus commanded, eager to get the shot. You know his temper. Gus chuckled, unconcerned. That's 6-0 miles away. The skipper's over on Galleon Gap. That's 3 miles away. Pipkin sighed, defeated. Boy, babe, see, wait up for your commander, he mumbled to an imaginary Penelope. All right, now watch the birdie and smile. Gus snapped the photo. Hey, Gus, where'd you go? Pipkin exclaimed, seeing a blurry image. There, you moved. Boy, now look what you did. You're all out of focus. You look short, fat, and funny. Gus, you look like a drunken leprechaun. He tried to pull Pipkin out of the commander's uniform. Commodore Boffington, a vision of enraged authority, stormed in. Excuse me! Excuse me! Kelsel, you're sad. He tried to siskabob his commanding officer. Remember, now he's the dust captain. Remember, control your temper, sir. Boffington was still ranting about past grievances. Pipkin Whiffle, caught in the uniform, managed a nervous, forced smile. Yeah, smile. Say cheese, Commodore. Boffington's eyes bulged. Oh, cheese. You will. Oh, man. This is murder. They've been in there with old Lead Botter for over an hour now. The rest of the crew, having heard the commotion, quickly assembled. I thought he looked better with singed eyebrows. Gus grumbles, however, knew the true peril. You had to write your girl a commander. Well, as you don't understand, Gus, I'm in love. You have to exaggerate your station to capture the heart of a maiden. A large transport plane, bearing the insignia of the USO, landed on the runway. Look at those dolls. Willie, the whale Wiggins's eyes lit up. Well, we men, stand aside at showtime. Boys, hold it. Hold it. I don't believe it. It's impossible. Gus grumbled, gasped, his face pulling. I can't stand it, Pipkin. That's one of the middle. That's my girlfriend, Penelope. Penelope. Penelope Pumpernickel, here, on Coral Key. Pipkin Whiffle, utterly bewildered, asked, Penelope, I thought she was hoofing it in the States. What's she doing here? She thinks I'm a commander. Kelsel quickly assessed the situation. What are you going to do, Gus? Why didn't you have me go out there and grab her? This is a big break, right? Wait a minute. I can't do it. She thinks I'm a lieutenant commander. Martha, are you in trouble? Willie looked at Gus. What are you going to do, Gus? I wonder if that guy lays one finger on her. I'll slug him. The audacity of a man daring to lay hands on Penelope. You see, Gus, Pipkin Whiffle said, pointing. She sees you. You're dead, Gus. What happens when she asks for Commander? Gus grumbles, a man of distinction and authority. Kelsiel quickly intervened. Look, guys, what we better do is go out there and cover him, Pipkin. Good idea. Come on, you guys. We have to intercept her. Don't run out of our seats, babe. This is a fascinating turn of events. Penelope Pumpernickel, a vibrant, energetic young woman, surveyed the makeshift stage on Coral Key Atoll. Chuckle Higgins, stepping forward nervously, replied, Why just wait there, lady? Well, we can talk, miss. What does everything mean? Did anything happen to Commander Gr— Please don't mention that name, miss. He gestured vaguely towards the sea. He's fine, except he's out on a secret mission, a highly classified operation, vital to the war effort. Penelope frowned. Where is he? When will he be back? Higgins. You never know with Commander Grumbles. You know who? Higgins stammered. He's always in action. Out there. Somewhere. He's a veritable whirlwind of naval derring-do. Just then, Rita, another showgirl, called out, Penelope, come on. We've got to report in. The show must go on. Okay, I'm coming, Rita, Penelope called back. She turned to Higgins. Is there any chance that he'll be back before we have to leave? Chuckle Higgins, thinking quickly, replied, Yeah, maybe. That is, if he gets his quota of nips before lunch. If the tiger returns, we'll let you know. Miss, he's quite the efficient fighter. And I know, loose lips sink ships, and I sure don't want to sink Lester's. Thanks, fellas. Bye. She waved and walked away. You nut. Why did you write her and tell her you were an officer? Why don't you go after her and tell her you lied? Kelsel clapped Higgins on the back. Oh, you kidding. I'll never be able to show my face in Brooklyn again. Not if she knows the truth. Commander Lester grumbles. It has a certain ring to it, doesn't it? Boffington, meanwhile, still seething from Kelsel's escape with the transfers, burst into Kelsel's office. Kelsel, I want a word with you. That is, if your schedule isn't too full up with petty scams and Kelsall, still processing Gus's romantic deception, replied, Commander, whatever you say, Skip, but please, just call me Swabby. For today, I'm feeling particularly demoted. Boffington's eye twitched. Yeah, you should have heard what Boffington had called me. I'm going to have my mother write. Admiral Nimitz. She writes a very persuasive letter, I assure you. Kelsall looked at Boffington with genuine sympathy. All right, come on, let's go. Okay, I'll put Whiffle up to that. I know, he's trying to kill me. That's what he's trying to do, by driving me mad. Boffington, having finally tracked Kelsall down, launched into a fresh tirade. I don't know how long it takes to grow new eyebrows, Kelsall, but yours are singed to a crisp. I've got to get rid of that Kelsall before he said, just don't you ever knock. I was just brushing my teeth. Lieutenant Elroy Phibbs, looking profoundly nervous, popped his head into the office. Sir, I'm terribly sorry, but this is an urgent request from Commodore Norcross of the British Naval Base over at Royal Archipelago Stronghold. Sir, most urgent, I assure you. Boffington, his curiosity momentarily outweighing his rage, snatched the, well, hold my toothbrush. Phibbs. How'd you like that? They wanted me to assign one of my officers to them for liaison work, as if I didn't have enough problems of my own. What else do we got? Phibbs consulted another message. Sir, this is a signal regarding that service show unit that just arrived. They're to be moved on to Helandia after they perform here, and we're supposed to see that. Boffington's eyes suddenly gleamed. A sinister, yet utterly brilliant, idea struck him. Wait a minute. That's it, of course. That's the way to get rid of Kelsall permanently. Phibbs, confused, asked, ship him out with a service show, sir. He's not musically inclined at all. Sing or dance. Young Boffington roared, delighted. The British want a liaison officer. I'll assign them one, permanently. A charming, charismatic, utterly indispensable American officer. What say you? Kelsall, overhearing, felt a shiver down his spine. Phibbs, however, completely missed the underlying malice. Well, that's just brilliant, sir. Knock it off. Knock it off. Stop gawking at me. Get me the British base at Royal Archipelago Stronghold on the scramble phone. Phibbs, go. Phibbs, beaming, hurried off. Boffington, with a touch of theatrical flair, ran a hand over his eyebrows. Sir, if I may say so, I think you did an excellent job with your eyebrows, Commodore. They convey a certain grizzled authority, sir. Okay. Well, thank you, Phibbs, Boffington replied, pleased. I was afraid maybe I'd put too much brill cream on you. No, get out. Meanwhile, back in the torpedo tube 73 lair, Gus Grumbles was pacing, frantic with worry. All right, then. Get on the boat. Ooh, but Skip. He turned to Kelsall, exasperated, pointed. Get on the boat, Gus. All right, Gus. You heard the skipper. That's an order. The romance lamp is out. You need to be at your station. Gus, desperate, protested. Well, I gotta see Penelope. If I don't see her, I'll lose her. I'll be living at the Y until I'm 60, pining for her lost affections. Kelsall rolled his eyes. If you don't get on that boat, Gus, you won't live to be 60. This is a direct order, and Boffington is not in a joking mood. Penelope, even if I have to swim the entire Pacific. Gus then jumped overboard and swam furiously towards the shore. Hours later, at the Royal Archipelago Stronghold, Commodore Norcross, a distinguished British officer, raised a teacup to Commodore Boffington. I don't want to sound like I'm boasting, Commodore Norcross, and I really hate to lose him, Boffington purred, completely oblivious to Gus Grumble's plight. Commodore Norcross's eyebrows, as perfectly clipped as alone at Buckingham Palace, rose slightly. Well, it certainly sounds like a very outstanding sort of a trap. Commodore Boffington, suppose you drop over here this afternoon for lunch, and we'll discuss the final details. We wouldn't want to make a rash decision about such a vital liaison officer. Boffington beamed, practically rubbing his hands together in glee. Well, that would be splendid. Thank you very much, Commodore Norcross. All right, fine. I'll see you then. Ta-ta. He hung up the phone with a flourish. Elroy Phibbs, who had been listening in, was beside himself with excitement. Yep, Boffington confirmed, preening. Skip. You gotta do something about Gus Grumble, sir. Just look at him. We've never seen him so long. He's positively Kelso, who had heard the British conversation from Buffington's radio, replied grimly, "No, wait just a minute, you guys. Look, Gus brought this on himself. And as far as I'm concerned, he can." Well, Kelso paused, hearing the ship-to-shore phone ring. Gus, still soaking wet, burst into the lair. "Ha! It's Penelope! Let me talk to her, please! If I can't see her, please, I beg of you, Commander. It's vital to my mental health." Kelso, sighing, relented. "I'll tell her. I'm between missions. I'm just on my way out the door. Please, Gus." "I told you that," Kelso muttered, then quickly amended. "All right, Gus, but make it short. Buffington will be watching, I'm sure." "Thank you, sir. Just kidding. If you make me so happy, I think I could try and sing for you." Gus grabbed the receiver, his voice brimming with false bravado. Sank to nip subs, blasted a nip destroyer, and downed 3 zeros. "Oh, just another day at the office. My love." He laughed, a little too loudly. "Well, Sniffy Wookums loves little pussycat, oh brother." He whispered his pet names for her. Kelso rolled his eyes, utterly disgusted. "Well, I can't." "Please, dear, don't cry, Penelope." Gus turned to Kelso, his eyes wide and pleading. "Skip, she wants to come out here to see me. Can I be a commander for 5 minutes? Skip, just 5 minutes, to maintain the illusion. My entire future happiness depends on it." Kelso's patience, thin as it was, snapped. "No, and oh, no. 5 minutes, please. Skip. That's all I ask. I may never see her again. Oh, me. I was so happy at my little old frigate. Commander," Gus wailed. Kelso sighed, seeing Gus's utter desperation. "All right, Gus, but just 5 minutes. 5, you understand? Not a second more." Gus's face lit up. "Bless you, Master Skip. I'll never forget you for this. Hello, Pussycat. Commander Snookums back on the line here. You're in luck. Darling, the Commander Kid just arrived. I have a 5-minute Yes, I'll send my personal gig for you. Roger, sugar, over and out. Snooky, Snookums, over and out." He blew a kiss into the receiver. Kelso, completely dumbfounded, looked around at his crew. "Commander Snookums, I've heard everything. I must have lost my marbles. Hey, anybody seen the Skip's marbles? I'm quite certain I had them a minute ago." Kelso, however, quickly regained his composure. "Okay, now let's spread out. All right, knock off that gold brick. You men, come on, shape up. Let's go police the area. On the double. Come on, hopper, before Commodore Norcross arrives." Meanwhile, on a secluded part of Coral Key Atoll, Gus Grumbles, in his hastily donned commander's uniform, was strutting proudly. Suddenly, Penelope Pumpernickel, dropped off by a jeep, spotted Gus. "Well, Commander, I can hardly wait to see you either, ma'am. A visitor arriving on Grumbles Island. Detailed. Attention. Welcome aboard, Miss Pumpernickel." Kelso and his crew, observing from a distance, exchanged worried glances. Gus, ever the actor, waved his men into formation. "Oh, here comes our commander now. Detailed, present, arms, Penelope." "As you were, men," Gus barked, trying to sound authoritative. "Straighten up that line. Chest out, stomach in, heads up, toes in, heels out. You slovenly scoundrels. Pussy." Penelope rushed forward, throwing her arms around him. "Oh, I'm so happy to see you, Lester. I'm so proud of you, my dashing commander." Gus, preening, replied, "Just doing my job, sweet. Oh, I'd like to have you meet my executive officer, Penelope. Fine chap. Taught him everything I know. My ensign, Quentin." He gestured grandly to Kelso, who stepped forward, doing his best to look like a deferential subordinate. "Thank you, Commander. Thank you," Kelso replied, playing along. "I hate to rush you, sir, but you leave on your next mission in exactly 40 seconds. The fate of the free world depends on it. I'd like you to meet the rest of my men. I took this bunch of draft board rejects and molded them into the top combat unit in the Pacific. Grumbles guerrillas, my dear." He presented his crew. Dunk. "May I do it, sir? Radio man. Gus. Quartermaster. Christopher. Yes, sir. Machinist. Mike Belliet. Last but not least, my fearless torpedo man. Where is my torpedo man?" He looked around, suddenly confused. Pipkin Whiffle, who had been hiding behind a bush, emerged, saluting sheepishly. I had to leave the room for a moment. Commander, urgent biological necessity. Sir. Fall in, Whiff, Gus roared. All right, straighten up that line. Chest out, stomach in. All right, men. That's enough. Fall out. Ensign, you dare order these men to fall out after I order them to fall in? Kelsel, realizing Gus was about to blow his cover, quickly stepped in. Oh, excuse me, Commander, but I was doing this for your own good. I don't want you to miss your mission, sir. After all, we do want to keep your brilliant record intact, sir. Gus Grumbles paused, momentarily forgetting his indignation. Gus then turned to Penelope, putting on his most heroic expression. Well, baby, it's going to have to be duty calls, my dear. Oh, Lester, Penelope wailed, clinging to him. Oh, sweetheart, you simply must return safely. All right, men, about face, Kelsiel commanded, trying to provide a distraction. He kissed Penelope passionately, a cinematic embrace for the benefit of his men. Just then, Commodore Norcross, the British officer, and his aide, Lieutenant Crider, arrived on the scene, having been discreetly observing Gus's grandstanding performance from a distance. Commodore Norcross raised an eyebrow. I still don't understand. Commodore, why didn't we check in with Captain Buffington when we arrived on Korokia? Lieutenant Crider, a stiff-lipped aide, replied. Little strategic plan, sir. You know all the praise if Buffington's been piling on this Kelsel fella. Well, don't you smell a little bit of stale kipper there, sir? A rather fishy aroma, wouldn't you say? He did seem overly enthusiastic, sir, Norcross mused. Precisely. So I decided to visit Kelsol in his natural habitat. There's a fella for myself. In that way, I won't be buying a pig in a poke. What? A sound strategic move, if I do say so myself. Good thinking, sir, Crider agreed. Gus, having concluded his dramatic farewell, turned to Penelope. Farewell, my darling. Duty calls and I must obey. Take good care of yourself, my dear. Listen, don't take any unnecessary chances. Penelope, wiping a tear from her eye, replied, Don't worry about a thing, pussycat. It's just another death-defying mission. Oh, Lester, come back to me. Gus, still playing the part, waved heroically. Yes. Well, goodbye, Miss Pumpernickel. All right, Kirsty, take her out. We've got to be shoving off, sir. Goodbye, dear. Penelope waved back. Kelsel and his crew watched Penelope depart, breathing a sigh of relief. All right, but I find time. Skip, we got away with it. Yeah, we've got a ring, Kelsel said to Gus, still playing along. Suddenly, Chuckle Higgins cried out, Holy, jump in! Look what's coming. Skip, give me the jacket, quick. It's the Commodore, Commodore Norcross. Holy Toledo. Boy, that's where I wish I were now. In Toledo, far from this double-crossing mess. The boy in the dark, Gus hissed. We're coming aboard, Gus! Oh, no. We're trapped. It's too late. Hold it. Hold it. Turn and cut, Kelsel quickly barked orders. Commodore Norcross and his aide approached the group. Kelsel, are you there? Norcross asked, his gaze falling upon Kelsel, who stood in the midst of his crew, trying to look dignified. Yes, sir. Commander Kelsel here, sir. Kelsel snapped to attention. I wasn't talking to you, Ensign, Norcross retorted, his eyes falling on Gus Grumbles, in his ill-fitting commander's uniform. I didn't say anything, Gus mumbled, quickly trying to look like a simple seaman. Who gave you permission to speak? Sailor, Norcross demanded, back in the ranks. Grumble. Yes, sir, Gus replied, utterly deflated. Lieutenant Crider interjected. I believe the Commodore was addressing you, Commander. He mistook your ensign for you. Kelsel, now realizing the gravity of the situation, offered shore. Of course, sir. My mind was 1,000 miles away, plotting a torpedo run at the war. You know, Commander, Skipper of the 73. At your service, Commodore Norcross. This is my aide, Lieutenant Crider. How do you do? Charmed, I'm sure. He shook Crider's hand. We've got 10 seconds and 0 hours, sir. We've got to shove off. Pipkin Whiffle, in his actual uniform, announced nervously. Right you are, Ensign, Kelsel snapped, playing the part. If you'll excuse us, Commodore, We're in the midst of a mission, so it's very nice meeting you, chaps, and we've got to hop to it. Let's go, men. Hop to it. Just a minute, Campbell Norcross said, his voice firm. You can do me a favor. I'd like to see how your American PT boats operate. Mind if I come along and see the 73 in action? Campbell blanched. This was an unmitigated disaster. Yes. Impossible, sir. The conditions are too hazardous, sir. Will you stop interrupting, Ensign Whiffle? Norcross barked, turning to Pipkin. What was Crider about to say, Mr. Whiffle? I demand an explanation. Pipkin Whiffle stammered. Well, I wasn't about to say anything, sir. Norcross, exasperated, turned to Gus. Nobody's talking to you. Grumbles. Yes, sir, Mr. Whiffle. Commander Campbell, what the devil is going on here? Campbell, cornered, struggled for an answer. However, you see, sir, if you'll forgive us, sir, our men are a bit battle-weary, you see. Their morale is low, and they are prone to, well, extreme seasickness, sir. There's good thinking, Ensign. Good thinking there, Crider interjected, thinking Campbell was making a sensible decision. Negative, Campbell, Norcross declared. Now, you get your men on board. I don't know what's going on here, but this is no longer a request. Commander! It is an order, a direct command. Commander, let's see some action. Campbell, seeing he had no choice, sighed in defeat. Well, as long as you put it that way. Commodore right men, battle stations. Let's move on, after you, Commodore, to the glory of battle. On the open sea, Torpedo Tube 73 was bouncing violently, buffeted by choppy waves. Commodore Norcross, clinging precariously to the railing, looked distinctly unwell. Lieutenant Crider, beside him, was equally green around the gills. Die. This is the heat, sir, Norcross gasped, struggling to keep his breakfast down. Are you sure you know what you're doing, Commander? I mean, we've been circling these same islands for the last hour. My compass is telling me we've been going in circles, Campbell, at the helm, replied with a straight face. Well, that's his strategy, sir. You see, he fools the enemy by pretending that he's lost at sea. It always works, sir. The ultimate deception. Commander. If I may suggest, Commander, Crider managed, his voice strained. Why don't we return to base and try another day, sir? My internal compass. He's decidedly out of alignment. Now, look here, Ensign Crider. Campbell barked, ignoring the true source of his navigational strategy. Good thinking, Mr. Whiffle. A secure home station is mine. We're heading you in. If you don't mind, Commander, why don't we return to base? Why don't I take the wheel? Campbell, desperate for a change of pace, handed the wheel to Norcross. Right, but hold it steady. Like I taught you. The skipper nips up on sonar, 2,000 yards. Bang. 179. Battle stations. Boys, take your hands. Stand by your depth charges. Suddenly, the sonar blared, and a voice yelled, Virtual men are 50. Gus grumbles. Get out of your torch field. Ajay. Seer, Gus replied, scrambling. Commander, where are you going? Crider gasped, as Campbell made a dramatic dive towards the deck, feigning an old injury. Since when does Ensign Crider give orders in combat? You nitwit. Norcross snapped. You're in command here, Campbell, sir. Campbell, clutching his leg, groaned. Yes, sir. That's right. All right. Get on us, torpedo sailor. You heard him. Like you said, men, don't you think you'd better go below, skipper? Remember that old battle in Jiraiya? That's right. Ensign Commander. That old shrapnel wound. Sir, it directed 42. Turn my hair blonde. Yeah, that was fun. As a big combat, sir. If you'll excuse him, that's incredible. So, with those awful pains, get below, Commander. Norcross, thoroughly confused by Campbell's dramatic performance, simply nodded. Well, Ensign Crider, it looks as though our lives are in your hands, though you are in command. Crider, terrified but determined, saluted. I'll do the best I can, sir. Give a blast on those 50s. Friend, are you ready on those torpedoes, boys? Willie the Whale Wiggins, who had snuck back on board, piped up. Yeah, ready on those torpedoes. Who's me? Where do you have a torpedo? Willie, Gus Grumbles asked, confused. Crider ignored him. Stand by. Fire one. Fire one. Boys! Well, which one? Well, fire one, I say. There was a massive explosion, as torpedo tube 73 somehow managed to launch a torpedo. Norcross, wiping spray from his face, exclaimed, "Ball! Smashing! Yes, and simply smashing. Thank heavens that somebody on this boat knows what they're doing. Remarkable target practice, and—" "Oh, thank you, sir," Kelsall said, popping up from below deck, looking miraculously recovered. "Good show. Grumbles, yeah, great work. Men, we did it again. You weren't even on deck. Ah, sorry you missed it, Commander. The excitement of battle, you know." "Yes, sir," Kreider replied. "Hi, men. We're heading home, Commander." "Yeah, like the answer says. Commander," Kelsall grinned. "Take him in." "Ah, there, my boys. I fail to understand this. Commander Norcross, your record is so outstanding. What on earth happened to you out there? You seemed quite out of sorts." Norcross sighed, utterly defeated. "Well, you know how it is, Kelsall, sir. Some days you have it, some days you don't. And today, I decidedly did not have it." "Yes, well, you certainly didn't have it today," Kelsall agreed, barely containing his mirth. "Looks as though our suspicions about this fellow Boffington are right. Commander, he has questionable judgment, indeed." "Captain Boffington, sir?" Kreider asked, puzzled. "Yes, he tried to talk us into taking this Kelso blighter on as our liaison, Kreider," Norcross explained, visibly irate. "And he wanted to have him transferred to us permanently. He said he was a paragon of all naval virtues." Kelsall gasped, feigning outrage. "Oh, he did? Boy, is that, yeah? Those are my feelings, exactly, Commodore. An utter travesty of justice." Just then, Chucker Higgins, "Ever vigilant?" cried, "I say, that looks like Captain Boffington coming now, sir." "Captain Nice to have you both," Kelsall ordered, herding his crew into the PT boat, eager to escape. Commodore Norcross turned to his aide. "You know, Kreider, sometimes I wonder why Churchill was so anxious to have them on our side. Their antics are quite baffling." Just then, Boffington, red-faced and triumphant, stormed onto the pier. Commodore, you pulled a little fast one on me, didn't you? I didn't show up for lunch, and you conducted your assessment behind my back." Norcross, sir, unimpressed, replied, "I pulled a little fast one on you, sir. For your information, Captain, the Commodore and I have just been on a mission with your Superman, and what a mission it was." Boffington beamed. "Oh, great! I'd need the greatest, sir." "He is the greatest, all right. The greatest hero Koroki Atoll has ever known. A true naval marvel, sir." Norcross scoffed. "The greatest coward has ever been my misfortune to meet, Commodore Boffington. A blithering, quivering jellyfish, if ever I saw one." Boffington's jaw dropped. "Coward. Kelsall a coward. Well, he may drink a little, and he's often prone to spirited but he's no coward. He's merely unconventional. And since Pipkin Whiffle hadn't taken over command, and brilliantly, I may add, that nip-sub would have certainly sunk us, Whiffle, Commodore, is the true hero. A brilliant tactician." "Whiffle? Brilliant." Norcross and Kreider exchanged bewildered glances. "There's something weird going on here, Boffington. Your entire command seems to be suffering from a collective delusion." Boffington, enraged by the unexpected turn of events, screamed after the departing PT boat, "Kelsall, you'll hold a 73-hour habitat with you, and a brilliant Pipkin will—" "Kelsall, stop those engines." "Kelsall, you'll stop hiding, and you'll come down here right away. It's an order." "What in the world? How specific is this trick-or-treat, Kelsall?" Kelsall and his crew reluctantly brought torpedo tube 73 back to the pier, and Norcross and Kreider found themselves embroiled in an escalating argument between Boffington and "All right, start talking," Boffington barked, his face puce. "How else you see, sir?" Kelsall smirked. "Kelsall, you tell them what happened out there. Commander admit your tour of cowardice, sir." Norcross raised an eyebrow. "I know, sir. This is not This is Gus Grumbles, in his uniform. Are you Dr. Otaf Boffington? That is Grumbles. And I may add a first cause. Called Peterman. What exactly is going on, Boffington?" Boffington sputtered. "You shut up, Gus Grumbles. This nitwit is not Grumbles, sir. This is Gus Grumble. I will come into our if I can explain. Sir, you see." Norcross cut him off. "One moment, Mr. Whiff. I'm discussing this with your commanding officer, Buffington. This is not Mr. Whiffle. This is Ensign Pipkin Whiffle. Is there something wrong with your eyes? Captain Grumbles is no ensign. Mr. Whiffle is the ensign. Oh, this is utter chaos. Buffington, his head swimming, tried to explain. No. See, you've got it all wrong. You see, Gus Grumbles here is Pipkin Whiffle, and then Pipkin Whiffle is Kelsel. It's a very complicated system of identity exchange, sir, all to confuse the enemy. Norcross stared at the three men, utterly bewildered. Captain Buffington, are you well? Are you experiencing a sudden resurgence of those delusions we heard about? Buffington threw his hands up in despair. I'm well. You know, yes, I'm well. These pirates are just trying to pull a masquerade on you, Commodore, but the masquerade is over, Kelsel. Now, why did you switch uniforms? Why? Kelsel, seeing the whole thing unraveling, finally gave up. Well, it was to trick the nips, sir. A masterful deception, sir. Buffington immediately corrected him, inadvertently revealing his own earlier plot. Trick the nips? No, it was to trick the limeys, Kelsel. That's why you switched uniforms, wasn't it, you scoundrel? Kelsel glared at Buffington. Why, I hit the bridge. Boy, what you said. Oh, shut up, Gus Grumbles. I'm with. How have you been, Pip? Kelsel yelled, hopelessly confused by the various assumed identities. Commodore Norcross, completely flabbergasted, simply threw up his hands. I do not know what's going on here, but I do know that I've had enough. Come on, Crider. These Americans are as nutty as a barge load of fruitcakes. We're leaving this asylum at once. He turned to depart. Kelsel, however, seeing Buffington gloating, desperately called after Hold on a minute, Commodore Norcross. Now, please, Kelsel is a very fine officer. If you'll just take him with you, you'll pay him. Yes, sir. We'll even pay his salary. Norcross looked at Kelsel, then back at Buffington. Well, if you'll please, sir, you've got to take me there, Commodore. He's really a very fine officer. He merely has a unique command style, sir. Norcross sighed, utterly fed up. Just forget it. Forget we ever brought up this subject. Buffington, good day and goodbye to you, Captain, if you really are, Captain Buffington, seeing his chance to offload Kelso vanishing, cried, Oh, yes, sir, Kelso. Tell her, I'm Captain Buffington, a genuine, bona fide Commodore. Kelso merely shook his head. Buffington then turned to Norcross, practically begging, Sir, I'll throw in waterproofers, watch us. Chocolate bars. Sir, come on, sir. Say it's me. Say, I'm genuine, for heaven's sake. Norcross merely rolled his eyes, utterly repulsed. Who's Kelsel here? I'll get Kelsey myself. Then Norcross and Crider beat a hasty retreat, leaving Buffington in a fit of rage and Kelsel barely able to contain his laughter. Commander Kelsel looked at his exhausted crew, scattered around the Torpedo Tube 73 lair. They were stationed at Port Periwinkle, a bustling supply port in New Caledonia, awaiting Kelsel's return from a tedious conference. Commander, give me a hand. Here, Gus Grumbles called out, struggling with a particularly heavy crate of canned peat. Oh, sure, Gus. Come on, help me. All right, boys. Let's pull about whoever they are. What's all the griping about here, Gus? Kelso replied, equally tired from his diplomatic duties. Are you kidding? Skip. You know darn well, Gus grumbled. Here we are in New Caledonia, a veritable paradise of shore leave possibilities, and we can't budge off this boat. We're under strict confinement. Kelso sighed, recalling Buffington's stringent orders. Now you 8 balls know the exact and specific orders we got from Commodore Buffington while I am at the conference. All enlisted crew members will absolutely and positively be restricted to the confines of this boat. No shore leave. No shenanigans. Chuckle Higgins, however, pointed out, and when we get exact and specific orders from Commodore Buffington, what do? Skip. We ignore them. That's what we do. All hands. For ours liberty. Gus, go on. Enjoy yourselves. Here we have it, Gus beamed. Here, all relaxed, and shut. What old lead bottom doesn't know won't hurt him. He raced off the boat, followed by the rest of the crew, eager for some forbidden recreation. Kelsel called after them, resigned. Hey, you 8 balls. Don't forget, You've been back here by 13 o'clock and sober, and no trouble. You understand? Here we come, Alistair, Gus shouted, referring to his imaginary shore leave conquests. Yeah, and stay out of trouble, too. Hey, Chuckle, hang on, boy. Hang on. Easy to see. I'll get you out, Gus yelled, as Chuckle Higgins was already halfway up a coconut tree, having imbibed too freely. Don't worry about me, Skip. Just stop by the library and tell them I'll be a little late for my return of the ancient nautical texts, Chuckle called back, laughing. Meanwhile, back at Coral, Commodore Boffington was once again addressing Lieutenant Elroy Phibbs, beaming with some, "Ooh, I tell you, Wally, someday, some lovely day, Commodore Boffington," Phibbs toasted, a sycophantic grin plastered on his face. "Here's to graduation, sir. Oh, sir, you've done it. You've finally made Rear Admiral, sir. I'm so happy for you, sir." Boffington, however, waved his hand dismissively. He must be Admiral Rogers. He's always dropping them. "What do you want, Phibbs? What do you mean questioning in here like that on me? Don't you ever knock? You some kind of a peeping Tom or something? What do you want? What is it? Why?" Phibbs, startled by the outburst, quickly consulted a new message. "I'm sorry, sir, but this is the signal from Complete, sir. The weekly transport plane from New Caledonia has been grounded, sir, and they want us to send one of our boats over to pick up the base payroll. A substantial amount of money, sir." Boffington's eyes widened. "Oh, they do? Do they? What do they think I am running? They're some sort of a South Seas Wells Fargo. I can't spare a boat from combat duty patrol. It's an outrage." Phibbs, ever the unwitting harbinger of Boffington's convoluted schemes, chimed in. "Sir, I realize that, but I thought since the Torpedo Tube 73 boat is in New Caledonia anyway, that they could just go over and pick up." Boffington's eyes gleamed. He'd found a way to not only solve the payroll problem, but also to finally get rid of Kelsell and his troublesome crew. "Have you flipped, Phibbs? Do you think that I would entrust an entire base payroll with that bunch of thieves? Those pilfering scoundrels?" Phibbs looked genuinely horrified. "Sir, I know they're thieves, but hijacking a Navy payroll? Oh, sir, do you really think they'd dare? The very thought is utterly audacious." Boffington smirked. "Dare? Phibbs, dare? What a starving man eat if you locked him in a candy factory all night, with 62,000 chocolate-covered bonbons. Phibbs, they would devour it whole. I am not going to let that bunch of money-hungry vultures get near the base payroll. If you think I am, then you're rude. Oh, you're right. Phibbs, I answer. Oh, yes, this is beautiful. Phibbs, beautiful, beautiful. What a way to get rid of Kelsell and his mob forever. A stroke of pure, unadulterated genius." Phibbs, seeing the malevolent glint in Boffington's eye, finally understood. "Sir, you mean actually let them steal the base payroll and suffer the consequences of their greed?" "Unhung," Boffington confirmed, practically dancing with glee. "It's only going to be a paltry 62. What's that to the Navy? Phibbs? A mere, and in exchange, they're rid of Oh, that's a bargain. A truly remarkable, cost-effective solution." Phibbs, impressed despite himself, exclaimed, "Sir, that's ingenious. Absolutely ingenious. And I must say, sir, anyone who is such a brilliant strategist as yourself deserves to wear the..." He pointed to Boffington's shoulder. "Let me help you, sir." "Shut up, Phibbs, and stop apple polishing me. Get out of here. Get the torpedo. Tube 73 boat on the phone." Boffington, preening, mumbled, "Rear Admiral, take Kelsell out of the way, and I may be Chief of Staff one of these days. The entire Pacific will tremble before my tactical acumen." Phibbs, hearing a noise from behind the door, pushed his head in. "I thought you'd want me to put this in your fire, sir." Boffington exploded. "Oh, I can put you in my fire under it and my nitwit. Phibbs, get out of here. Out! Out! Out!" Meanwhile, Kelsell was enjoying a rare moment of peace on Torpedo Tube 73. Suddenly, the radio crackled. 8073 from the base. 8073 from the base. Come in. Kelsell groaned. "Oh boy. It's the Commodore. Just a minute, sir." "Go ahead, sir. It's your nickel." "Oh, it's my nickel. I had a nickel. You..." "Oh, what's the use? Has Kelsell left for that conference yet?" Boffington's voice, surprisingly civil, came over the line. Kelsiel, realizing Buffington didn't know he was still on the boat, quickly put on a fake voice. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here all around myself, sir. I mean, I'm here with the men, sir. The men are all around me, sir. Isn't that right? Men? He nudged Gus Grumbles, who was standing nearby. Yes, sir, Gus. Double quotes. Unfortunately for you and your gang of pirates, O'Malley, I'm still in one piece. And if you think that heroic stunt with that ridiculous cannon is going to do you one bit of good, just forget it. You're all going to Fort Doom, every last one of you. Find them up. Carpenter. Charge them with insubordination, dereliction of duty, endangerment of naval personnel, and generals. Admiral Piffle-Pratt roared, his voice cracking with the effort, pointing a trembling, mud-splattered finger at Finn O'Malley and his crew. His uniform, despite the day's calamities, was still miraculously pressed, but his face was a mosaic of fury and stray specks of cannon ash. Chester O'Malley, still atop his gloriously smoking antique cannon, beamed proudly. Now, wait a minute, Admiral, Finn interjected, stepping forward, his hands raised in a gesture of diplomacy that only a seasoned rogue could pull off. Captain Piffle-Pratt, I beg of you. Look, give us a break, won't you? Won't you please give us just a little time to find that money, sir? A little time to retrieve the base payroll, please, sir. Piffle-Pratt cackled, a dry, bitter sound that scraped against the tropical air. A little time, yes, sir. Well, never let it be said that Admiral Wallace B. Piffle-Pratt wasn't a sport. O'Malley, for what time? I'll give you time. O'Malley, I'll give you precisely 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, time's up. Commander Carpenter, apprehend these felons. But before Rusty Carpenter, looking utterly shattered and defeated, could move, a glint of gold caught Finn's eye. Lying partially obscured beneath a still smoking barrel of Chester's cannon, scattered among debris and mud, were several crisp green rectangles. What is this? Finn exclaimed, his voice rising in surprise, not entirely feigned. He bent down, brushing away dirt. Hey! 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 Look! It's a 20 and a 50. Chester O'Malley, peering over Finn's shoulder, gasped. Oh boy. Talk about manna from heaven. Skip. It's raining money. Penny Parker, her eyes narrowed in realization, nudged Finn. That's not manna, Skip. That's the payroll. It must have been stashed in the cannon by the actual thief. Commander O'Malley. They're right. Piffle-Pratt, now completely bewildered, stumbled forward. What's going on here? What are these filthy rags? Is this another of your fiendish tricks, O'Malley? Finn straightened up, a triumphant, almost angelic smile on his face. He held up a fistful of $100 bills. There's your money, Admiral. The Port Nouvelle base payroll, recovered, in full, from the dastardly clutches of a cowardly thief and the accidental but magnificent heroism of my torpedo-man-/cannon-operator. Chester O'Malley. Say, you two haven't met, have you, Admiral P? He gestured grandly to Chester, still grinning widely from his perch. Rusty Carpenter rushed forward, snatching a handful of the bills. His eyes widened. 42,365. Sir, these are my serial numbers, my wedding money. Piffle-Pratt, reeling from the twin shocks of discovery and near miss, could only stammer. I wasn't worried about a thing, Carpenter. I'm sure it's all there, you see? Finn O'Malley leaned in conspiratorially to well, it better be, Admiral P. So help me. Every last dollar better be accounted for. Here. Rusty counted frantically. 42,366. Sir, 42,367. Suddenly, the tropical wind, a fickle beast, whipped across the dock, snatching a few of the newly discovered $100 bills from Piffle-Pratt's grasp and sending them spiraling into the water. Sorry, sir, Chester O'Malley called out innocently. Skip, just want to tell you, strong winds coming up. Perhaps a typhoon. Admiral Piffle-Pratt, father. Yes, don't put down your order. Give me your order. I mean, it's just the weather. So, Piffle-Pratt watched his marked money float away, his jaw working silently. He pointed a trembling finger at the culprits. Easy does it. Captain. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. He spluttered, his grand pronouncements dissolving into a babbling string of numbers. his meticulous scheme having detonated right in his face. He finally crumpled onto a nearby crate, a portrait of utter, spectacular defeat. The dust of the Port Nouvelle payroll incident eventually settled, leaving Admiral Piffle Pratt with a severe case of stress-induced laryngitis and an even deeper, more personal vendetta against Finn O'Malley. The recovered payroll meant that no formal charges could be pressed against Finn's crew, much to Piffle Pratt's gnashing frustration. Finn, Penny, and the gang, once again, had skirted the brig through a bewildering blend of sheer luck, dubious heroism, and the Admiral's spectacularly bad planning. Back on Isla Bonita, a new challenge emerged, disguised as an opportunity. Admiral Rogers, the high-ranking and notoriously finicky head of the South Pacific Command, still reeling from the diplomatic fallout of the Jahanpa incident and Piffle Pratt's hallucinations, decided to launch a grand cultural exchange program. The aim was to foster goodwill with the myriad indigenous island nations scattered across the vast turquoise expanse. The inaugural event was to be held with the proud, ancient, and notoriously unpredictable Kingdom of Zan. The Kingdom of Zan. Admiral Rogers' voice boomed over the secure transatlantic line, echoing through their monarch, King Zaba Zaba VII, is famed for his collection of sacred pygmy hippos, and a particularly potent ceremonial brew that, legend has it, grants visions of one's ancestors. Most important, Piffle Pratt, is to impress upon them the strength and sophistication of His Majesty's combined forces, and you are in charge of coordinating this vital initiative. Every detail, no expense spared. This is a matter of paramount geopolitical importance. Piffle Pratt, still sporting a silk scarf to protect his larynx, grimaced. Yes, Admiral Rogers paramount indeed. And may I humbly suggest that a certain Commander Finn O'Malley and his crew might be ideal for hosting this. Their unique local knowledge and unconventional hospitality would surely endear them to the natives. His voice was hoarse, but his eyes glittered with fresh malice. He saw it, the perfect opportunity. These unpredictable islanders, paired with Finn's inherent chaos, would surely be his undoing. Admiral Rogers considered this. O'Malley, yes, Piffle Pratt. A bold suggestion. His reputation, though colorful, certainly precedes him. Very well. Assign O'Malley's crew to be the primary hosts. And Piffle, you are to oversee everything. Ensure no incidents occur. Oh, absolutely, Admiral Rogers. Piffle Pratt rasped, a villainous smile stretching his lips. No incidents whatsoever. This time, O'Malley, you're walking straight into the jaws of international diplomatic disaster. And one, Reginald Piffle, will be there to personally lock your cell door. Finn O'Malley, unaware of Piffle Pratt's renewed plotting, received the news with a mixture of bewilderment and reluctant excitement. Zanzibarica, Penny. What do we know about Zanzibar? Other than, it sounds like a fancy fruit punch. Penny Parker, already poring over a thick tome labeled Indigenous Cultures of the South Pacific, sighed. Captain, the Zanzibaricans are a proud people. Their traditions are complex and highly nuanced. They believe in the spiritual significance of the Laughing Labyrinth, a sacred forest maze. Their main deity is the great green gecko of the deep, and they greet outsiders by presenting them with a chukulfish, a delicacy that, apparently, causes uncontrollable fits of and they are extremely sensitive to protocol. We cannot afford another Maharaja incident, Captain. Finn's eyes lit up. Uncontrollable fits of sacred pygmy hippos. This sounds like our kind of party pin. What could possibly go wrong? Everything, Captain. Absolutely everything, Penny muttered, rubbing her temples. Piffle Pratt, meanwhile, was meticulously assembling his cultural liaison team, a motley group designed to subtly undermine Finn. Heading this team was Commander Quentin Quill, a fastidious officer known for his impeccable uniform, his obsession with administrative detail, and a general air of disapproving superiority. Quill, Piffle Pratt noted, was the perfect foil to Finn. He would report every infraction, every deviation from proper protocol. Commander Quill, Piffle Pratt wheezed. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to observe O'Malley's handling of the Zanzibarican delegation. Document every cultural misstep, every breach of etiquette, every single instance of O'Malley's uncouth behavior. Compile a dossier worthy of Admiral Rogers himself. And, Quill, I want you to know, I have absolute faith in your ability to expose O'Malley for the undisciplined buffoon he truly is. Quill, a man whose spine was so rigid it could have been forged from Admiralty steel, saluted crisply. Understood, Admiral P. Consider O'Malley's career terminated. I shall bring order to this chaotic outpost. The Zanzibarican delegation, led by King Zaba Zaba II, a portly monarch adorned with a feathered headdress and a perpetually bemused expression, arrived in a spectacular traditional outrigger canoe, accompanied by a retinue of brightly painted warriors and 3 extremely energetic royal dancers. Finn O'Malley, dressed in a crisply ironed uniform, stood at attention on the dock with Penny Parker and his crew. Beside them, Commander Quill, looking immaculate, held a clipboard, his pen poised for damning notation. Behind Quill, Piffle Pratt watched from a specially erected observation platform, a binoculars clutched in his trembling hands, a sardonic grin splitting his face. Greetings, O exalted King Zaba Zaba, Finn boomed, stepping forward, extending a hand. Welcome to Isla Bonita, Commander Finn O'Malley, at your service. King Zaba Zaba VII, instead of shaking Finn's hand, instead leaned in close, took a deep breath, and then rubbed his nose against Finn's in a long, drawn-out sniff. This was the traditional Zanzibarican greeting, the snuffle of friendship. Finn, startled but quick to adapt, returned the sniff. Piffle Pratt, watching through his binoculars, scribbled furiously. Quill's pen flew across his clipboard. The exchange continued. One of the Zanzibarican warriors, a man named Chief Buck, presented Finn with a chucklefish, a brightly colored, plump fish that wriggled in Finn's hand. A gift of joy, Commander O'Malley Bakari declared. It is tradition to taste its essence. Finn, seeing the expectation in Bakari's eyes, took a tentative bite. Immediately, an uncontrollable fit of giggles erupted from him. His shoulders shook, his face reddened, and tears streamed down his face. Piffle Pratt's grin widened, ticking off another cultural faux pas on his mental scorecard. Penny Parker, ever the pragmatic one, quickly took charge. She had studied the Zanzibarican customs. A magnificent demonstration of joy, Your Majesty. Our Commander O'Malley is deeply touched by your generosity. She quickly removed the fish from Finn's hand. King Zaba Zaba VII smiled, clearly pleased. Indeed, he shares the spirit of Zanzibarica. Now, for our sacred pygmy hippos, we bring them as a symbol of peace and prosperity. From the canoe, 2 enormous, but remarkably docile, hippos, no bigger than large dogs, waddled onto the dock, snuffling happily. Chaos, as usual, quickly ensued. Piffle Pratt, watching through his binoculars, missed the sight of one of the pygmy hippos, attracted by the bright red ribbons on Quill's perfectly polished shoes. Take a gentle, inquisitive bite out of the commander's shoe. Quill, startled, tried to maintain his rigid posture, but the persistent hippo began to untie his lace. Finn, still intermittently giggling from the chucklefish, watched the scene with a twinkle in his eye. Penny, our first task, I believe, is to safely house King Zaba Zaba VII's sacreds. We'll build them a VIP mudwallow near the freshwater springs. And Perk, Chester, Gruber, you're on hip. Don't let them wander into the general mess, especially during pudding hour. Remember the time Sydney the alligator got into the fruitcake? The days of the cultural exchange program blurred into a kaleidoscope of comical misunderstandings and near. Finn and his crew navigated the labyrinthine customs of Zanzibarica with their usual unorthodox brilliance. King Zaba Zaba VII, charmed by Finn's genuine warmth and Penny's remarkable competence, declared Finn a man of true spirit, if slightly odd. Commander Quill, however, saw only infraction. He meticulously documented every dropped ceremonial gourd, every misinterpreted dance move, and every instance of unauthorized fraternization between the crew and the Zanzibarican royal dancers. Piffle Pratt received daily, damning reports, savoring every word, confident that Finn's downfall was imminent. He's nearly completed the dossier, Carpenter, Piffle Pratt whispered to Rusty, who now carried a permanent air of existential dread. One more instance of O'Malley's scandalous behavior, and I'll send it directly to Admiral Rogers, a career-ending collection of failures. A new drama was brewing in the humid air of Isla Bonita. The weekly supply run, bringing not just essential goods, but also a large contingent of fresh recruits, was due. Among them was Lieutenant Commander Sterling, a crisp Viva book officer Pifflepratt had personally requested. Sterling was immaculate, efficient, and notoriously smug. He also happened to be Pifflepratt's favored nephew, a fact Pifflepratt believed made him untouchable. Lieutenant Commander Sterling, Carpenter, is a paragon of naval virtue, Pifflepratt declared, puffing out his chest to Rusty. He runs a ship like a well-oiled chronometer, not a floating circus. He's here to assist in the final phase of the cultural exchange and, perhaps more importantly, to observe how true naval discipline is enforced. And, O'Malley, if you value what little remains of your career, you will allow Sterling full access to your operations. Finn O'Malley merely inclined his head, a flicker of amusement in his eyes. He knew Sterling's type all too well. Sure enough, Sterling wasted no time in making his presence felt. Commander O'Malley, Sterling began, his voice perfectly modulated. I believe we should hold a joint naval exercise, a demonstration of modern PT boat tactics, to impress our Zanzibarican guests. Naturally, my new vessel, the Triumphant, is, I assure you, it will be a sight to behold, and a stark contrast to your rather rustic craft. Finn merely grinned. A joint exercise, you say, Commander Sterling? Sounds like fun, but perhaps we could raise the stakes a bit. A friendly race. Perhaps, last one back to base has to scrub every one of King Zaba's VII's pygmy hippos after their mud bath. Personally. Sterling's eyes narrowed. He knew O'Malley's crew had a penchant for unorthodox victories. Very well, Commander O'Malley. Agreed. May the best crew win. He added, with a condescending smirk, which, naturally, will be mine. The race was set. The Triumphant, sleek and gleaming, was indeed faster than the venerable PT-73. At the helm, executed every maneuver with textbook precision. Finn, meanwhile, steered with an intuitive, almost playful, grace, taking shortcuts through coral reefs that Sterling deemed impassable. Chester O'Malley hung off the side, occasionally shouting directions, or simply encouraging the pygmy hippos, who had decided to hitch a ride on the PT-73. Much to Pifflepratt's horrified delight, with peanut butter sandwiches. As they rounded the final buoy, the Triumphant was ahead by a mere boat length. Sterling beamed, ready to claim victory. But then, a flash of red. Ginger, who had somehow managed to stow away on the Triumphant, suddenly popped out of the engine room hatch, screaming with delighted laughter. She had, in a fit of playful mischief, released the safety valve on the Triumphant's auxiliary steam pipe, creating a magnificent plume of white steam that temporarily blinded Sterling and slowed his boat. The PT-73, meanwhile, sailed serenely across the finish line, Finn O'Malley saluting nonchalantly, the pygmy hippos grunting approvingly. Sterling, sputtering and covered in soot, was forced to accept his ignominious defeat. Pifflepratt, witnessing this fresh humiliation of his nephew and protosh, nearly had another stress-induced attack. Ginger, what is that woman doing on a naval vessel? He shrieked, clutching his throat. O'Malley, you rogue, this is another gross violation of protocol. She will be detained, immediately. But King Zaba 7, who had observed the entire race with mounting delight, now clapped his hands with joyous abandon. Magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. Such ingenuity. Commander Sterling, you are indeed skilled. But, Commander O'Malley, you possess the true spirit of the ocean. This is a most impressive display of naval prowess. I hereby declare Commander O'Malley the honorary High Admiral of the Laugh-In Labyrinth Fleet. Pifflepratt could only stare, wide-eyed, as his nemesis was, once again, showered with undeserved praise. The cultural exchange was certainly going to plan, just not Pifflepratt's plan. The success of the Zanzibarican cultural exchange, much to Admiral Pifflepratt's utter dismay, solidified Finn O'Malley's unconventional reputation. King Zaba 7 returned to his island, praising Finn's spontaneous joy and unpredictable wisdom, which, in Pifflepratt's estimation, was code for disgraceful insubordination. Commander Sterling, having begrudgingly scrubbed to pygmy hippos, returned to his post-in with a newfound respect for chaos, albeit one he would never publicly admit. Pifflepratt, however, was far from giving up. The daily reports from Commander Quill continued to fill his dossier against Finn, even if the crimes now felt increasingly trivial in comparison to diplomatic breakthroughs. He's left a teacup unattended on a vital chart table, Carpenter, Piffle Pratt, rasped to Rusty one morning, holding up a photograph of a chipped teacup. A teacup, during duty hours. A gross breach of aesthetic standards. Admiral Rogers will undoubtedly concur that this constitutes criminal negligence. Rusty, however, had his own problems. His Eunice, a formidable woman with a penchant for strict planning and pastel-knitted cardigans, had decided to surprise him with a visit to Isla Bonita. Eunice's arrival coincided perfectly with one of Finn's more boisterous morale boosters, Beach Luau featuring fresh-caught mahi-mahi and Perk Willoughby's notoriously potent homebrewed coconut gin. "Rusty, darling," Eunice exclaimed, stepping off the ferry, resplendent in a bright floral dress, surveying the chaotic scene with an expression that could curdle cream. She spotted Rusty, who immediately went pale. "What in heaven's name is this spectacle? And why is there a half-naked man attempting to juggle coconuts while singing off?" She gestured to Gus Gruber, who was indeed engaged in said activity, much to the delight of the local children. Rusty, already suffering from a mild heatstroke, stammered, "Eunice, my dear, it's a cultural assimilation exercise, very important for inter-island relations. You see," Commander O'Malley insisted. Eunice's eyes, sharp and judgmental, narrowed on Finn, who was enthusiastically dancing the limbo with a particularly agile local woman. "Commander O'Malley, you say? He looks suspiciously like a man who has imbibed rather too much cultural essence." She then spotted Perk Willoughby, handing out shots of the coconut gin. "And what, pray tell, is that liquid substance being dispensed so freely? Is it quinine water for malaria prevention?" "Ah, Eunice, my love," Finn O'Malley declared, spotting her. He approached, beaming, still slightly flushed from the gin and the exertion of the limbo. "Welcome to Isla Bonita, Commander O'Malley, at your service. Your here is a sterling officer, Eunice, a truly invaluable asset. Though I must say," he mentioned something about a wedding fund that seems to have gone astray, no doubt through a regrettable administrative error. He winked conspiratorially at Rusty, completely unaware of the precise circumstances of said straying. Eunice, her face a mask of polite fury, turned to Rusty. "Wedding fund, what precisely is Commander O'Malley referring to?" Her voice, though soft, carried the terrifying undertone of an approaching tsunami. Rusty, knowing he was trapped, merely whimpered, his face a picture of utter despair. Finn, completely oblivious to the depth of Rusty's predicament, merely offered Eunice a glass of coconut gin. "A taste of local hospitality, my dear, guaranteed to banish any lingering worries about lost funds, a Rusty." Just then, a sleek, ominous launch pulled up to the beach. Out stepped Commander Quill, looking as crisp as ever, clipboard in hand, accompanied by Admiral Piffle Pratt, who looked like a vulture observing its prey. "O'Malley, Commander Quill has submitted his final report." Piffle Pratt wheezed, his voice still hoarse. "A detailed account of your mismanagement of the cultural exchange, including a particularly damning entry concerning unauthorized festivities and excessive consumption of undocumented beverages. And what is this, Carpenter? Is this your—" Witnessing this deplorable display, Eunice, seizing the opportunity, stepped forward, her hands on her hips. "Indeed, Admiral Pip, and I have just been informed that my wedding fund, $62,000 to be precise, has been misplaced, through what Commander O'Malley calls administrative error. Admiral, your renowned efficiency could shed some light on this error." Piffle Pratt froze, his triumphant sneer turning into a mask of pure terror. He knew exactly where that $62,000 had come from, and why it had been marked. The payroll incident, a scheme meant to ensnare Finn, was now coming back to haunt him in the most unexpected and public way. Commander Quill's pen hovered over his clipboard, his eyes narrowed, sensing a new, more explosive scandal brewing. The tranquil beach luau had suddenly transformed into a diplomatic military personal minefield. The tangled web of accusations and denials surrounding Rusty Carpenter's wedding fund sent shockwaves through Isla Bonita. Eunice, a woman of unyielding determination, refused to leave until her money was accounted for. Her presence alone made every officer, even the most jaded, walk on egg. Admiral Piffle Pratt, finding himself unexpectedly on the defensive, quickly pivoted. "A misunderstanding, my dear Miss Eunice. A gross miscommunication on Commander O'Malley's part. I assure you, Commander Carpenter's funds are safe. And O'Malley. What about the unauthorized presence of Commander Sterling's paramour Ginger during the naval exercises? And her blatant sabotage of Commander Sterling's vessel, the Triumphant? These are all documented. O'Malley. All in Quill's impeccable dossier. Piffle-Pratt waved Quill's report with a trembling hand, trying to deflect attention from his own culpability. Commander Quill, seeing his report being used as a weapon, cleared his throat. Admiral Piffle-Pratt, if I may, while Commander O'Malley's methods are undeniably unorthodox, and the incidents involving Miss Ginger were unfortunate, they do not directly relate to the whereabouts of Commander Carpenter's purported wedding fund. My investigation focuses purely on violations of naval regulations, not personal financial discrepancies, unless, of course, they implicate official duties. Penny Parker, ever sharp, sensed an opportunity. Perhaps Admiral Commander Quill might be interested in the source of these alleged misplaced funds, particularly if they were, shall we say, marked for a covert operation, a secret trap perhaps. She glanced pointedly at Rusty, who paled further. Piffle-Pratt sputtered. Marked? What nonsense. Commander Carpenter, did you ever mark your funds? Utterly absurd. Rusty, however, finding a sliver of courage from Eunice's stern gaze, confessed, Well, sir, if I may, Admiral, you did insist I write down all the serial numbers for the trap. Sir, the one for Commander O'Malley, the one where you planned to frame him for stealing the base payroll. Sir, my wedding money, sir. He gulped, bracing himself for the explosion. Piffle-Pratt's face went from purple to crimson, then an alarming shade of green. His silk scarf seemed to tighten around his already constricted throat. He coughed, a dry, wheezing sound that quickly escalated into a full-blown choking fit. Eunice, ever the sensible one, immediately grabbed a nearby glass of coconut gin. With surprising force, slapped Piffle-Pratt on the back, causing him to take an gulping swig of the potent brew. Piffle-Pratt's eyes instantly bugged out, his already compromised mental state dissolving into another laughing-gas-induced delirium, courtesy of Perk Willoughby's secret stash of distilled cheer. Ho, ho, and my underwear is on fire. Who? He began to skip around his office, flailing his arms like a deranged ballerina. Commander Quill, aghast, quickly made a note on his clipboard. Admiral Piff, displaying signs of acute hallucinatory psychosis and alcohol poisoning during a crucial investigative period. Finn O'Malley, witnessing Piffle-Pratt's spectacular meltdown, seized the moment. Well, Commander Quill, it seems we have a genuine crisis here. Perhaps the whereabouts of the base payroll and Commander Carpenter's wedding fund might become clearer once the Admiral recovers his faculties. In the meantime, I believe the true thief of the Port Nouvelle payroll has yet to be apprehended. Just then, a signal crackled over the emergency radio. Attention, attention. Unidentified small craft spotted departing Port Nouvelle at high speed. Appears to be the fishing vessel the Shifty source of Port Nouvelle. Payroll theft confirmed as a local smuggler known as Legrin. Repeat. Legrin. Believed to be heading towards the infamous smugglers atoll. Penny Parker's eyes lit up. Legrin. The shifty man in the gray suit. The one who picked up the payroll when I fainted. Skipper, that's our thief. Finn O'Malley grinned, his usual mischievous sparkle returning. Well, what are we waiting for? Admiral Piffle-Pratt may be off chasing dancing hippos, but the U.S. Navy still has a payroll to recover. Lieutenant Parker, round up the crew. Prepare the PTF through for pursuit. Commander Quill, I invite you to join us. Witness firsthand the ingenuity of a real naval operation. Quill, though clearly uncomfortable with Finn's methods, felt compelled. Very well, Commander O'Malley. Duty calls. However, unconventionally, I shall observe. He squared his shoulders, already dreading what horrors awaited him. Eunice, however, fixed Rusty with a steely gaze. Eldrin, and you will ensure that my money is recovered. Personally, this instant. Rusty, whimpering, grabbed his hat. The chase through the treacherous waters of the South Pacific, with a chaotic ballet of naval maneuvers and pure, unadulterated madness. The PT-73, with Finn O'Malley at the helm, pursued Legrincha through dense coral reefs, narrow channels, and a particularly treacherous whirlpool known locally as Neptune's Navel. Commander Quill, strapped uncomfortably into a seat on the PT-73, his immaculate uniform already splattered with salt spray and sweat, frantically scribbled notes on his now damp clipboard. Eunice, despite her initial apprehension, was surprisingly steadfast, her gaze fixed on the disappearing smuggler, her resolve hardening with every knot the PT-73 cut through the water. Rusty Carpenter, however, spent most of the chase attempting to retrieve his lost hat, which had flown off his head in the initial burst of speed. "He's heading for the smugglers. Atoll, Skipper," Penny Parker shouted over the roar of the engines. Known for its hidden caves and booby-trap passages, he's trying to lose us in the labyrinth. Finn O'Malley merely chuckled, skillfully navigating the treacherous waters, relying on intuition and sheer audacity. "He can try, Penny, but nobody knows these waters like the High Admiral of the Laughing Labyrinth Fleet himself, except maybe King Zaba Zaba 7 and his pet pygmy hippos. Chester, more speed. Gruber, stand by those torpedoes. And Perk, keep an eye on that rusty old cannon. It might come in handy for fishing." As they neared smugglers, Atoll Legrincho, cunning but outmatched, made a desperate dash towards a narrow, cave-like entrance in the coral. His small, agile fishing vessel zipped inside, disappearing into the gloom. "He thinks he's trapped us." "Skipper," Penny exclaimed, "that cave leads to a network of underwater tunnels. Our PT-73 is too big to follow." Finn O'Malley grinned. "Too big for some vessels, Penny, but not for the PT-73. Gruber, arm a torpedo. Chester, aim for the main support pillar of that cave entrance. We'll persuade Legrincho to reconsider his hiding place." "A torpedo, Commander O'Malley," Quill stammered, horrified. Against an unarmed fishing vessel, in an unstable cave network, this is completely outside established naval procedure. I must strongly advise against this course of action. "Naval procedure, Commander Quill," Finn replied, without taking his eyes off the treacherous entrance, "is sometimes best served with a touch of Irish flair. Gruber, fire on my command." Gruber, looking absolutely delighted, locked a torpedo into place. I skip. Ready when you are." Finn O'Malley took a deep breath, calculating the precise moment. "Fire. Now." With a whoosh and a roar, the torpedo shot forward, slamming into the coral pillar at the cave's entrance. The entire structure shuddered, cracks snaking across the rock face. A cascade of pebbles, then larger boulders, began to tumble, threatening to seal the entrance completely. Legrincho, realizing his predicament, frantically reversed course, his fishing vessel spewing smoke, narrowly escaping the collapsing cave. The PT-73 then emerged, having forced the smuggler back into the open sea. Legrincho, realizing his escape route was blocked, took a desperate gamble. He steered his boat directly towards a nearby British naval destroyer, the HMS Implacable. "Sanctuary," he shrieked, waving the canvas bag frantically. "I seek asylum. These mad Americans are trying to steal my bounty." On the deck of the Implacable, Commodore Norcross, a grim expression on his face, observed the approaching chaos. He had received an urgent, somewhat incoherent, distress call from Admiral Piff, ordering him to intercept Finn O'Malley and his crew, whom Piffle Pratt had unilaterally declared pirates. "Well," O'Malley Norcross called out, his voice sharp and precise, "I've received rather alarming dispatches concerning your recent activities. Specifically, the Port Nouvelle payroll. Hand over the brigands and the purloined funds at once." Finn O'Malley, with Quill, Penny, Eunice, and Rusty standing behind him, looked Norcross squarely in the eye. "Commodore I assure you, we are on official business, recovering the very payroll that Pifflepratt believes us to have stolen. This man," Finn pointed at Legrincho, "is the true culprit, and the evidence is right there, in that bag." Legrincho, emboldened by the presence of the British warship, clutched the bag tighter. "These are my savings, my honest earnings. They are madmen, I tell you." Suddenly, a playful splash was heard alongside the PT-73. Sidney the alligator, having apparently followed the PT boat all the way from Isla Bonita, surfaced with a contented burp, nudging the side of the vessel with his snout. He looked remarkably well. Eunice, spotting the alligator, let out a startled shriek. "Eldrin, your mascot. It's enormous." Rusty Carpenter, spotting Sidney, exclaimed, "My peanut butter! He loves my mother's peanut butter." Then, His eyes fell upon something glinting in Sidney's massive jaws. A few soggy $100 bills. Admiral, my money. He's eaten my money. Quill, taking in the scene. A smuggler, two warring naval commanders, an agitated, a desperate subordinate, and an alligator munching on marked currency, closed his clipboard with a decisive snap. This entire affair, gentlemen, defies all known military regulations, logic, and indeed, sanity. I believe, Commodore North, that an interallied independent investigation is now warranted, one that will require the full testimony of all involved parties, including the surprisingly well-traveled reptile. Norcross, surveying the utterly bewildered Le Grinchot, and their rapidly disintegrating commander pinched the bridge of his nose. Indeed, Quill, indeed, bring them all aboard, and perhaps a rather large container of tranquilizers. For all of us. The Interallied Independent Investigation was a bureaucratic nightmare of epic proportions. Held on the neutral ground of the HMS Implacable, it dragged on for days, a testament to Commander Quill's unwavering dedication to meticulous detail. Testimonies veered from the outlandish to the barely believable, much to the exasperation of Commodore Norcross, who chaired the proceeding. Admiral P, still undergoing stress relief on Isla Bonita, could only contribute via increasingly erratic and incoherent radio dispatches. He blamed Finn O'Malley for everything from the payroll theft to a sudden infestation of aggressive jungle parrots. The turning point came with Sidney the alligator's arrival. After much Sidney was gently persuaded to disgorge several wads of damp, partially chewed $100 bills. Rusty Carpenter, with his meticulously noted serial numbers, quickly confirmed they were indeed his wedding fund, thereby exonerating Finn and implicating Le Grinchot in turn. Admitted under duress that Piffleprat's easy target instructions had practically served as a roadmap to the payroll, and the initial disappearance had been a chaotic the heart-shaped birthmark girl being merely a startled bystander. The outcome, Le Grinchot was apprehended. Rusty Carpenter's wedding fund was mostly recovered. Finn's crew received an informal commendation for unorthodox but effective asset recovery. Commander Quill's meticulously compiled dossier against Finn was quietly filed away, deemed too unusual for official record. Admiral Piffleprat, however, endured the harshest fate. Admiral Rogers, thoroughly exasperated by the entire debacle, issued a directive. Piffleprat was to be temporarily reassigned to the Hydrographic Survey unit for the remote and uncharted equatorial atoll. This was a thinly veiled euphemism for banishment to a minuscule, desolate island inhabited solely by a small, deafeningly loud colony of rare puffins. His command of Isla Bonita was provisionally handed over to Commander Quill, who, much to his own horror, found himself embroiled in the day-to-day chaos that Finn O'Malley seemed to attract like a magnet. Life on Isla Bonita entered a new, bewildering phase. Commander Quill, now acting base commander, attempted to bring meticulous order to Finn O'Malley's domain. The PT-73 crew, however, was fundamentally immune to regulation. Every inspection became a theatrical performance, every directive a suggestion open to creative reinterpretation. Quill's clipboard remained perpetually full, not with commendations, but with an escalating list of bizarre infractions. One humid afternoon, Quill received a new, exceptionally ornate signal from Admiral Rogers. O'Malley, Quill sighed, rubbing his temples, already anticipating fresh headaches. Admiral Rogers has ordained a Pan-Pacific Brotherhood, a friendly sailing competition between various allied naval units and indigenous island representatives, to foster cooperation and goodwill. You and your PT-73 are to represent Isla Bonita. Quill looked at Finn with thinly veiled dread. And, O'Malley, the winner is to host the annual Admiral's Gala, a formal dinner event of unparalleled importance and sobriety. Finn O'Malley's eyes gleamed. A regatta, with formal dinners and everything. Sounds like an excellent opportunity for some intergenite morale boosting. Commander Quill, and who do we think will represent Admiral Rogers' personal yacht division, Skipper? Quill grimaced. I regret to inform you, O'Malley, that Lieutenant Commander Sterling and his triumphant have been specially selected to represent the main fleet, and his presence here is solely to provide expert guidance to the regatta committee. Admiral Rogers' desires a fair and square competition. Fair and square, you say, Commander? Penny Parker murmured, a mischievous glint in her eye. When has anything on Isla Bonita ever been fair and square? The regatta was a grand spectacle. Yachts of every size and description converged on Isla Bonita's sparkling bay. The local islanders, the Zanzibaricans among them, had assembled to watch, King Zaba Zaba 7 providing a running, excitable commentary from a specially decorated grandstand. Piffle Pratt, on his desolate, puffin-infested island, could only listen in via a crackling, morale-sapping shortwave radio. Sterling, with his perfectly trained crew, was undeniably skilled. His yacht, the Triumphant, sliced through the water with effortless grace. Finn's crew, however, approached the regatta with their usual unconventional gusto. Their vessel, an ancient, notoriously cranky sailing yawl they affectionately called the Saucies, looked decidedly out of place amidst the sleek, modern craft. The race began with a flurry of sails and shouted commands. Sterling's Triumphant immediately took the lead, performing flawless tacks and jibes. Finn, meanwhile, seemed content to dawdle, his crew lounging lazily on deck, occasionally shouting good-natured insults at their rivals. Commander Quill, observing from the official umpire's boat, made furious notes, convinced of Finn's deliberate incompetence. But then, as they approached the notoriously tricky Whispering Shoals, a stretch of water famed for its unpredictable currents and shifting sandbars, Finn O'Malley sprung his trap. He had noticed, during previous reconnaissance missions, that a particular sequence of currents created a temporary, incredibly fast shortcut through the shoals. Chester, Perk, Finn suddenly yelled, release the Chucklefish counterweights. Gruber, full sails, and Penny, prepare for the Zanzibarica maneuver. Penny Parker, despite her usual adherence to naval doctrine, immediately understood. The Chucklefish counterweights were a series of brightly painted fishing buoys, shaped like oversized chucklefish, filled with a highly fragrant oil that King Zaba Zaba 7's pygmy hippos absolutely adored. As Chester and Perk dropped them into the water at precise intervals, a contingent of excited pygmy hippos immediately veered off course, attracted by the pungent aroma, creating a massive, chaotic diversion that completely disrupted Sterling's carefully planned course. Sterling, flustered, tried to navigate around the hippos, yelling orders that were lost in the hippos' joyful snuffling and the Zanzibarican king's ecstatic laughter. O'Malley, you scoundrel! This is utterly egregious. Finn O'Malley merely chuckled, steering the saucy scupper directly into the newly discovered shortcut, expertly riding the powerful current that his reconnaissance had uncovered. The yawl surged ahead, leaving Sterling's magnificent Triumphant floundering amongst the hippos. As Finn crossed the finish line, King Zaba Zaba 7 erupted in a joyous roar. High Admiral O'Malley, a true master of the winds and waters. He embraces the spirit of the laughing labyrinth. Sterling arrived moments later, covered in hippomood, his face a thundercloud of righteous indignation. Commander O'Malley, this is an outrage, and not a travesty. Your victory is invalid. I demand an immediate disqualification. Commander Quill, however, having meticulously observed every detail, found himself in an unprecedented predicament. Finn had technically violated no written rules of the regatta, which had been, as Quill soon discovered, rather vaguely worded to encourage intercultural spontaneity. The pygmy hippos, after all, were merely observing from a designated area, and their unexpected detour was a natural phenomenon, related to a native delicacy. Commander Sterling, Quill announced, consulting his rulebook with a pained expression. While Commander O'Malley's tactics were unconventional, they appeared to adhere to the letter, if not the spirit, of the regatta guidelines. I regret to inform you, but Commander O'Malley and his crew are indeed the victors. They shall host the Admiral's Gala. He then looked at Finn, a glimmer of unwilling admiration in his eye. O'Malley, you are, for lack of a better term, a true master of organized chaos. Finn O'Malley beamed, taking a bow. Thank you, Commander Quill. A gentleman always endeavors to be an expert in his chosen field, even if that field occasionally resembles a cyclone in a teacup. Now, about this Admiral's Gala. Penny, do we have enough pineapple for the pig roast? King Zaba Zaba 7 is very particular about his Polynesian pig. The Admiral's Gala. The words struck a cold dread into the hearts of everyone on Isla Bonita, except perhaps Finn O'Malley, who viewed it as merely another opportunity for creative improvisation. Commander Quill, now saddled with the responsibility of overseeing the formal dinner, was experiencing levels of stress previously unknown to a man whose life revolved around neat ledgers and stringent regulations. Piffle Pratt, still banished to his puffin-infested rock, occasionally transmitted frantic radio warnings about O'Malley's inevitable, tablecloth-related downfall. The guest list was a who's who of Allied naval command, topped by Admiral Rogers himself, a man whose stern demeanor was legendary. The Zanzibarican delegation, led by King Zabazaba VII, and his retinue of enthusiastically unconventional warriors, formed a prominent and colorful block. Commander Sterling, still smarting from the regatta to feed, was present, radiating a palpable aura of self-righteous disapproval. Penny Parker, usually unflappable, felt a tremor of anxiety. Captain, the menu calls for roast duck a la orange, not grilled chook, and the entertainment is strictly to be a string quartet, not a fire-eating performance by Chef de Bois. Finn O'Malley merely patted her shoulder. Relax, Penny. A true host offers variety. Besides, King Zabazaba VII requested the fire-eater personally, says it reminds him of his ancestral And about the ducks, well, let's just say a flock of rather aggressive local pheasants volunteered for the main course. The gala began with a tense air of forced formality. Admiral Rogers, looking suitably unimpressed, accepted a drink from a nervous rusty carpenter who was attempting to juggle trays of appetizers without dropping anything. Commander Quill, clipboard in hand, monitored every fork, every glass, every whispered conversation. The string quartet struck up a mournful classical piece. All seemed to be going passably well, for Illa Benita standards. But then, as Chef Dubois, clad in an unexpectedly flamboyant sequined jumpsuit, emerged for his fire-eating act, an unexpected turn of events occurred. Chef Dubois, a master of culinary arts but a novice at pyrotechnics, accidentally ignited a particularly voluminous feather boa, worn by one of King Zabazaba VI's royal dancers. Pandemonium erupted. The dancers shrieked, batting at her flaming boa. King Zabazaba VII, initially startled, then burst into a peal of raucous laughter, thinking it part of the show. Magnificent. A dance of fire. Such authentic Zanzibarican spirit. Admiral Rogers, however, was less amused. O'Malley, what is the meaning of this pyrotechnic nightmare? Finn O'Malley, ever quick on his feet, seized a nearby bucket of seawater and, with a powerful swing, doused the flaming boa. He then turned to Admiral Rogers with an innocent smile. A special request from King Zabazaba VII, Admiral, a traditional Zanzibarican blaze of glory ceremony, designed to purify the spirit before diplomatic negotiations. It signifies profound trust, sir. King Zabazaba VII, still chuckling, nodded vigorously. Indeed, a magnificent show. Commander O'Malley truly understands our ancient customs. Admiral Rogers stared, bewildered, then slowly relaxed, a grudging smile appearing on his lips. Well, O'Malley, you certainly have a knack for interpretive diplomacy. Very well. Continued the festivities. Piff, monitoring the gala via a pirated live video feed from his pub, watched in horror as Finn once again twisted disaster into diplomatic triumph. His rage swelled to epic proportions. O'Malley, you scoundrel, I will end you and your preposterous celebrations. Piffle Pratt, driven to madness, finally snapped. He grabbed a pair of discarded puffin wings, strapped them to his back, fashioned a helmet from an old coconut, and launched himself into the churning waters off his desolate island. Convinced he could personally swim to Isla Benita and put a stop to Finn O'Malley once and for all, he disappeared into the darkness, leaving a single, bewildered puffin in his wake. Back at the gala, the chaos, somehow, subsided. The fire-eating act concluded without further mishap, and the roast pheasants were served to appreciative applause. As the evening drew to a close, Admiral Rogers clapped Finn O'Malley on the shoulder. O'Malley, Admiral Rogers said, a genuine smile now gracing his face. Despite everything, you have somehow managed to create an atmosphere of unparalleled international camaraderie. Your methods are bewildering, but your results are undeniable. Isla Benita is indeed a unique command, perhaps too unique for conventional leadership. He cast a knowing glance at Commander Quill, who stiffened. I believe, Commander Quill, that your talents for meticulous organization would be better suited to a position where such spontaneity is less prevalent. I'm reassigning you to the Admiralty's Records Archiving Unit at Fortress Apex. You will bring order to the chaos of historical documents. Quill, though disappointed, could not argue. He knew that Isla Bonita and Finn O'Malley were fundamentally He saluted, a profound sense of resignation settling over him. And O'Malley, Admiral Rogers continued, as for you, my boy, given your exceptional rapport with the indigenous peoples, I am promoting you to temporary commander and making your command of Isla Bonita permanent, with an expanded mandate for inter-island liaison and goodwill initiatives, establishing permanent diplomatic outposts on all the uncharted atolls, and a request from King Zaba Zaba 7, a permanent supply of chucklefish, and, O'Malley, no more accidental fires. Understood. Finn O'Malley beamed, saluting crisply. Understood, Admiral. No accidental fires. Unless, of course, they are blaze of glory ceremonies. A permanent commander. This is indeed an honor. Penny Parker, standing beside him, managed a tired but genuine smile. She knew what this meant. More adventures, more chaos, and more exasperated memos from a perpetually frustrated high command. But with Finn O'Malley, it would never, ever be boring. The night ended with celebratory fireworks, a spectacular display organized by Gruber and Chester, featuring several highly unstable Roman candles repurposed from old flare guns. The explosions lit up the night sky, casting a warm glow over Isla Bonita. Somewhere, far out in the dark, churning waters, a very wet, very cold, Admiral Piff, still clinging to his makeshift puffin wings and babbling incoherently about vengeful seabirds and mutinous commanders, continued his long, lonely swim back to his desolate island. His mission, as ever, unfinished. But for Finn O'Malley and his crew, the adventure on Isla Bonita had just truly begun. They raised a toast, not to victory, but to the enduring, glorious, magnificent, utterly unpredictable chaos of it all. The saga of Commander Finn O'Malley and his crew continued, each day on Isla Bonita a fresh page in an epic comedy of errors and triumphs. With Commander Quill's departure for the solemn archives of Fortress Apex, a new, albeit slightly more nuanced, era dawned. Admiral Rogers' permanent commander mandate, intended to stabilize Isla Bonita, ironically cemented Finn's reign of creative, if unconventional, chaos. Quill's last act before leaving was to implement a rigorous daily incident report system, a paper trail designed to trap Finn, but which only served as a fascinating, and often baffling, daily read for the few who dared to peruse it. Commander O'Malley, Penny Parker declared one crisp morning, her voice echoing in Finn's newly redecorated office. Admiral Rogers' first official interland, liaison, and goodwill initiative is on the agenda. He wants us to establish diplomatic relations with the elusive kingdom of the Whispering Sands. They are a desert people, inhabiting the remote, volcanic island of Kamish, famed for their camel racing, their sand sculpture festivals, and their fierce independence. We are to impress upon them our sincerity and commitment to mutual prosperity. Finn stroked his chin thoughtfully. Kamisha, desert islands, you say? With sand sculptures and camel racing. Sounds like an opportunity for some serious cultural immersion. Penny, I foresee much goodwill to be spread, particularly if we bring plenty of water buffalo ice cream and some lively ukulele music. What could possibly go wrong this time? Penny, with a long-suffering sigh, did not even bother to answer. Everything, Captain. As always. Admiral Pifflepratt, however, had managed to secure a battered shortwave radio on his puffin-infested rock. His voice, now raspy and often punctuated by distant squawks, frequently interrupted Isla Bonita's official transmissions. He had an uncanny knack for knowing exactly when Finn was about to embark on a new mission. O'Malley, Pifflepratt's voice crackled through the static. I hear you're venturing to Kamisha. Beware the sand scorpions. And the phantom camel racer, a legendary figure who ensures all efforts of inter-island amity are, like my marmalade supply, irrevocably foiled. He is your undoing, O'Malley. Mark my words. Mark them. The transmission then dissolved into a flurry of static and outraged puffing calls. Finn merely shrugged. Phantom camel racer sounds like a challenge for Chester's prodigious gambling instincts and Gruber's tinkering prowess. To ensure the success of the Kamisha mission, Admiral Rogers had dispatched a new liaison officer, Captain Araminta Mona Marlowe. Captain Marlowe was an expert in ancient cultures and diplomatic etiquette, known for her sharp intellect, unwavering poise, and a dazzling smile that could disarm even the most stubborn tribal leader. She was also rumored to have a photographic memory for protocols, and a particular disdain for anything less than impeccable. Piffle-Pratt, from his lonely rock, took grim satisfaction, convinced that Mona's adherence to perfection would inevitably expose Finn's chaotic nature. Captain Marlowe arrived on Isla Bonita looking perfectly pristine, despite the long journey. She stepped onto the dock, her gaze sweeping over the motley crew of the PT-73 with an expression of polite bemusement. "Commander O'Malley, I presume?" Mona asked, extending a perfectly manicured hand. Her voice was melodious, yet authoritative. "Captain Araminta Marlowe, at your service. I'm here to ensure our diplomatic mission to Kamisha is executed with the utmost precision and cultural sensitivity. I've heard much about your unique command style, Commander. I anticipate a learning experience." Finn, ever the charmer, bowed slightly. "Captain Marlowe, a distinct pleasure. We eagerly await your guidance, though, I must confess, our cultural sensitivity sometimes leans more towards enthusiastic participation than strict adherence." He winked at Penny. Penny Parker, trying to mediate, stepped forward. "Captain Marlowe, welcome to Isla Bonita. I assure you, Commander O'Malley and his crew, while possess a certain innate knack for cross-cultural relations." She omitted the part about it often involving unexpected explosions or food-related incidents. The voyage to Kamisha on the PT-73 was, surprisingly, mostly uneventful. Captain Marlowe observed Finn's crew with a detached, anthropological curiosity, taking meticulous notes on their various idiosyncrasies. Gruber, despite his usual was captivated by Mona's elegance, and tried to maintain a pristine uniform, only to succumb to grease stains. Chester O'Malley, everly eager, beaver, offered Mona a peanut butter and teriyaki sandwich, which she politely but firmly declined. Upon their arrival at Kamisha, the landscape was indeed a stark contrast to the lush green of Isla Bonita. Vast stretches of golden sand, sculpted by centuries of wind, stretched towards a hazy horizon. The Kamishan people, noble and reserved, greeted them with quiet dignity. Their leader, Sultan Rashid, a man of quiet authority, welcomed them into his magnificent oasis tent, cooled by intricate Captain Marlowe immediately engaged Sultan Rashid in fluent Khmer, impressing him with her knowledge of their history and traditions. Finn, meanwhile, tried to learn the local desert dance, only to accidentally trip over a ceremonial sand dune miniature, sending it crashing to the floor. Piffle-Pratt's dispatches about Finn's destructive tendencies echoed faintly in Penny's mind. The climax of their visit was to be the Great Kamishan Sand Sculpture Festival, where artists would craft elaborate ephemeral monuments to their history. Admiral Rogers, via Quill, had specifically requested Finn's crew to contribute a sculpture representing interallied unity. Finn, however, had a different vision. He gathered his crew. "Boys, forget interallied unity. We're building a tribute to the spirit of Isla Bonita, a majestic, colossal sculpture of Sydney the alligator, complete with peanut butter sandwich features." Penny gasped. "Captain, with all due respect, that might not convey the desired cultural sensitivity Admiral Rogers had in mind. Perhaps a majestic eagle, or a valiant naval vessel." Finn waved her off. "Nonsense. Penny, Sydney embodies true Kamishan independence. Unpredictable, formidable, and with a surprisingly gentle heart. Besides, I heard Sultan Rashid loves a good joke." Chester, Perk. Gruber, get to work on Sydney's left flank, and make sure he's got a big, friendly grin. Captain Marlowe, upon discovering Finn's plans, was aghast. "Commander O'Malley, you cannot. A colossal alligator made of sand. During a solemn cultural festival. This is an affront. It completely disrespects Kamisha artistic tradition." Finn merely winked. "Captain, trust me. Sometimes, the most culturally sensitive act is to simply be yourself, with a touch of flair." Meanwhile, a shadowy figure, cloaked in desert robes, observed the preparations from afar. This was the Phantom Camel Racer, a legendary figure whispered about in Kamisha lore, a saboteur who, for reasons unknown, delighted in disrupting any foreign presence on Kamisha. Piffle-Pratt's erratic warnings had, it seemed, a grain of truth. This time, The phantom camel racer had set his sights on Finn O'Malley's ridiculous sand sculpture. On the eve of the festival, under the veil of the desert night, the phantom camel racer struck. He stealthily approached Finn's gargantuan sand Sydney, intending to undermine its structural integrity. However, as he began to dig at its sandy foundations, he inadvertently disturbed a nest of particularly irritable desert hornets.